Might be streaming now, possibly.
Okay.
We're going to make sure this is live. It takes a little second to catch up.
How's the camera doing?
I think we're good.
Am I in? Am I too far?
You might be too far.
Let me, okay.
God, you guys are, this is professional. I'm just kidding.
Look at this gear, man.
It's awesome.
Look at this gear. You know, Eric
I'm not
Nakamura doesn't fuck around.
I think you're still talking a little off the mic. That's why.
All right. Oh.
Oh, better.
Okay. Oh, hello?
See, that's way better.
All right.
Now you're too loud.
I'm too loud.
So, I think we might be live already. You know how this wonderful YouTubers work.
Yeah, YouTube, get that fucking 10 to 15 second delay. What's up?
I just want to make sure we're streaming before we get going,
Can I watch this on my phone as we're doing this?
Yeah, but it's probably going to be a 10-second delay or something. And I think it looks like we are live.
Oh, shit.
Woo, woo. Whoa.
Hello.
Hey, Eric.
Yep, we're live. And, yeah.
Hey, Eric. How's it going, buddy?
Good, man.
Hi, Eric.
I'm going to adjust the camera, but keep going.
So this is Robot and the Bear, episode 16, with Eric Nakamura and Luke Chu, and our special guest, Mr. Patrick Lamb of Monkey King Toys.
Hello, hello.
You know.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming. We appreciate it. And, you know, we're still tweaking things, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blew it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, because of the delay. Okay, we're good now.
All right.
Yeah.
So
you could scoot up if you want, Luke, another, just a little.
Okay.
We'll be in better shape. All right.
All right.
Awesome.
So as we have been starting, top fives.
Top fives. Who's first? Me? You?
Yeah,
fives.
Eric.
I'm first?
Yes.
Okay, well, first thing I got to go with, number one in my top five is Giant Robot Hawaii is coming up this Friday. So it's like one of those things where I think, when you do things at the beginning of the month, sometimes you just don't know. Like, it's June already, dude. And it's already mid-June at that, right?
It just suddenly started feeling like June fucking yesterday.
Isn't that crazy? But we're already like way into June, 11 days or something. Is that what today is? And basically, yeah, it's this Friday is Giant Robot Hawaii. All of a sudden. So it's on the 14th and at Ars Cafe.
Ars Cafe.
And then the 15th, you can catch Luke and Yosuke drinking expensive lemonade, expensive ass lemonade, probably at the night market.
I was curious about that. What does that mean? Is that a Hawaiian reference that I don't know?
Probably.
Expensive lemonade.
Okay, I guess we can go with it. But it was a trend at least 2 or 3 years ago where they were selling farmers market in a jar. Was it
in a mason jar?
Mason jar, and it was like $8 or $10 for one lemonade.
Yeah.
And then if you want like a straw. The straw that goes into the cap or something, that was $2 more. And then if you want a cap that doesn't rust, $2 more. So you can be spending $14 on a fucking jar with lemonade.
A mason jar of lemonade.
Yeah.
There's no aloha spirit in that. That's ridiculous.
Eric and I did drink the lemonade, but we didn't have the premium $10 type. We only had the
Is it 8?
sub-premium $8
But the weird thing is, but then the whole thing was, to cap it off, the story, drove down the street, threw them out the window. Bap.
Is that what we did?
Yeah, that's what you did.
Why?
We
that was like $14.
We just wanted
because
to say,
I'm not going to bring that fucking jar back to fucking California.
we wanted to stick it to the man, so we threw the jars out the window and cracked it right on the street and made a mess in Hawaii. Anyway, so that's number one. Number two, Hawaii food. It's like everything I like to eat in Hawaii is always good. So I'm looking forward to that, and that's top five. That's in the future. Number two, it's in the future. So excited about that.
That'll be essentially next week's fucking top 10 and top 5.
Yeah, but it's already it's here now, here and now. Okay, number three, the Yosuke Yamamoto show.
It's still up.
Yeah, we're here. It's rocking.
It's good.
Beautiful. Love it.
It's amazing.
It's a beautiful show.
Yeah.
Yosuke did a beautiful speech that night too.
Oh, it was really short. That was more than expected.
Yeah, actually, I was surprised that he spoke publicly.
Because I shamed him into it.
Yeah, we usually hope the artist would say something, and he was not budging. So I'm glad you pushed him.
There was this weird, awkward silence.
No, because we wanted to hear him say something, right?
Yeah.
But
he's not going to take the first.
But
step.
he did it.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, we had to push him. Okay, and number 4, I'm going to talk about my favorite taco truck for no reason.
All right.
But it's because it's good. I love Bonita in Venice.
Oh, you've talked about this before.
Oh, was that in my top 5 before?
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
I think we've talked about it before.
Okay, so went there again and was good again. And I took Yosuke though, and he liked it, and he was going apeshit about it, and I could see them while we're eating. I could see the people working, which they're the family that runs it, and I could see they were smiling, but because they could hear Yosuke just like in ecstasy, going, "This is so good! Oh my shit! Yeah,
This is so
I'm
good,
actually
man.
surprised because isn't he like really particular about what he puts inside his body?
but he eats seafood." And this was like, it's seafood truck that he was eating, and like a ceviche, like and all that stuff. And he was going apeshit and loved it.
Nice,
So, yeah,
nice.
yeah. And there's that. That is number 4 and number 5. Oh, okay. This is a downer one because I had a hard time making my list. Got a counter. Well, somebody tried to pass a counter for 20 at GR store 2 days ago. Yesterday, and it was an Asian guy who's trying to do it. Oh, Asian on Asian crime. I don't like that. Asian on Asian crime.
You caught him?
We didn't we basically just said, dude, it's fake. Sayonara, like Dracarys, get out of here, right? And so he just left, and he said he got it. He sold something on Craigslist, and somebody gave him a fake 20, which is probably a lie. And
Wow.
evidently he had really bad teeth. And it's not our friend.
Okay.
It's no one we know. It's no one we know.
Uh-oh.
It's a short dude, evidently. A short guy with really bad hair and really bad teeth.
Wow.
And is an Asian guy. And the guy described him as his hair was so short that it was sticking up. Like an Asian. Like yours.
Yes,
see?
like mine.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Like Luke's is nicely curled back, and stuff. Or kind of...
It's doing its thing.
Yeah. Anyway, so that is my top 5.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
But counterfeit 20s suck.
Well, counterfeit anything when in
You're right.
currency sucks. So,
Counterfeit anything, it sucks.
Yeah.
Was it what nicely counterfeit?
No,
though?
well,
was it
I-
our Xerox?
It was a piece of shit.
It was a piece of
It
shit.
just-
So your employees took a piece of shit 20.
No, they didn't
they-
take it.
they
Sorry,
caught
they
him.
caught it.
They
but
caught him.
but the whole thing was they
Which employee caught it?
Brian.
Dude.
He's caught
Sharp.
So he's caught 3 of them now, and but one got through to him, and after that he said it would never happen again. So it's not happening.
Dude, go Brian.
But
man.
the first one happened, and I have a video, and I watched it, and he got charmed by the woman who passed him. Yeah,
Wow.
I watched the video, and he got charmed. I saw a big
Was she
smile.
hot? Was she
I don't know
hot?
about hot, but she
Cute?
She was charming, I think, because as soon as he started checking the money, she leaned over the counter and started talking more. And then I watched him check, and it was the quickest check. He just kind of did nothing, like he just went, "Oh." And then he's like smiling at her, and he was just holding the money. And then he just gave her the change, and she took off.
Asian guys.
Yeah, now he's not getting fooled. Not getting fooled again.
Is he Asian? I mean,
Is he Asian?
Brian's Asian.
What
He's Vietnamese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, now he's just like, fuck. Yeah.
He feels bad.
I told him, you got charmed, man.
Nah.
You got charmed.
Played.
You thought something was going to happen. You thought something good was going to happen. But no. That's just the ploys that they do. So, counterfeits the business of some sort.
We used to get that a lot
It's horrible.
in Monkey King, yeah.
Yeah, it could be worse, but I mean, it just sucks, Anyways, there you go. Downer 5.
Down there.
All right. So my top 5 today. We're running a little late today because I spent all afternoon at E3. It was it's E3,
I've never been.
You've never been?
How come you didn't call me?
Because I have a friend. Okay. First of all, now
Okay.
now that they fucking have opened up the public, you know how much a public ticket for all 3 days costs?
$300 or something.
900 plus fucking dollars to
my
attend.
God.
Holy shit, really?
I'm serious.
Wow.
And it just so
God damn.
happens that my buddy has a buddy who was doing like an art show thing there, and so
Wow.
he was able to hook me up with an industry pass, and like they had, like the names that you would expect to be fucking huge were huge. Like Fortnite had a fucking gant. You don't like Fortnite?
No.
I don't like Fortnite either.
But isn't that the biggest game of all time or something they're saying, or something like that, right?
I would not be surprised.
Unless
I
you're-
like their business strategy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but like the shit that they like surrounds it. Like all of a sudden, my kids would bust out in a Fortnite dance. Ironically, because they hate it too. But it's like it's just everywhere. You know? It's
Well,
like
they
like a
had
virus.
crazy LED setups that looked like neon, like all over the place, and huge freaking words Fortnite, and they had like this kind of like weird like. They had like photo stuff and like weird physical games that people can play, and like big old sculpts of stuff, and a gigantic fucking floating pink bear thing. I don't know the game, but I'm assuming that the pink bear thing is a character you could be. And then like, but before that was the fucking Borderlands 3 fucking, booth. And I don't like Borderlands either because our FPS RPGs are a fucking waste of time. Like, just give me the FPS. The first person.
You don't want the RPG part.
Right, exactly. I don't want to sit there and fine tune my weapon for hours. Just give me a gun and let me blow your brains out. And then like it was kind of weird because like PlayStation 4 had no presence whatsoever.
Wow.
Yeah, they were like, peace.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just kind of like how Xbox has no presence in the Tokyo Game Show.
Is it because they
well,
have
PS4 does.
But yeah.
But is it because they have their own event somewhere or something?
They didn't do shit.
Wow.
Yeah,
weird.
But yeah, Xbox was outside of the convention center at one of the theaters, and it was great because like when you were waiting in line to get onto the stage to play play out the games, they just sat you in like the comfortable seats they had. So
Cool.
people just sat. I'd been standing all day, so I got to sit there. And
So you were waiting to play the games?
Yeah, I was.
Wow, you went full geek. Otaku. Whoa.
I wanted
Wow.
to play fucking Gears of War 5 because I am a Gears of War guy, and like there were 3 games that I was genuinely excited for: Doom Eternal, Wolfenstein Youngblood, where you play the twin daughters of BJ Blazkowicz, and then Gears of War 5.
Not Star Wars.
I've played Star
Was that
Wars
Jedi,
games.
Last Jedi Order?
Or something Broken Order or something like
something like
that. And I mean, like the cutscenes look great.
Right.
That's the part that you don't play, right?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cutscenes look great.
You can't be fooled by that stuff.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like, I don't like I haven't like okay, several years ago there was a Star Wars game where you get to play like a synth fucking like young, like whatchamacallit, a partner to Darth Vader. And,
Force Unleashed.
yeah, Force Unleashed.
Yeah,
and the
that's
first
good.
the first game was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. But like then they released a second one that just failed. And
It had a stupid name too, like Star Killer.
and I don't
God.
even fucking know what it was called. I just heard I saw the reviews and
Star
was
Killer.
convinced enough that I didn't need to fucking play this shit.
So is there Call of Duty there? Because that was my game, but I stopped playing it.
Yeah, as soon as Call of Duty became Fortnite, I said fuck it.
That didn't become Fortnite.
How is you don't build
You
shit.
mean, but
like the hype?
you mean the hype or
No,
whatever, right?
no, the last fucking Call of Duty is basically a Fortnite ripoff.
Is it really?
Yeah, you fucking parachute
jeez.
into a fucking island. There's
no. That's also Battlegrounds, like, and it goes from Arma, like there's a lineage, but Fortnite is the one that has made it blow up.
Right.
But
like,
Battlegrounds is a badass game if you've ever seen it, because that's more realistic.
yeah,
Like you're not like
Battleground is more realistic.
Battlegrounds is awesome.
I used to play the fucking campaign on Battlegrounds.
Oh, you
but-
played the campaign?
Yeah,
you got to go deathmatchy. You got to go
dude.
1-on-1. You got to go.
Look, I don't fucking take the time to study maps to find out where I could fucking snipe your ass. I fucking like.
Oh no! You can't control it because that shit changes. You don't know where you're gonna
Yeah,
be.
exactly. That's the reason why I don't fucking play those
You
games
just have
because
to.
of
You just have to play. You have
know-
to have strategy.
No, I'm not good enough at these games, man. I'm a fucking old fucking man.
Gotcha. Okay. I
so,
think that game is really fun, but I like Battlegrounds.
yeah.
Was that there? I mean, is that?
I
or is
didn't
that
see
just-
Battlegrounds. I did
Yeah, I'm
see
assuming
Modern Warfare. They had gigantic banners for Modern Warfare up.
I wonder
and-
what's next after.
Oh, did
this.
they have Battlefield? That's my
Battlefield is the game
Whoa,
you're talking about.
Battlefield.
You're-
I didn't play
ridiculous.
Battlefield.
Battlegrounds?
Battlegrounds is like it's like a deathmatch. deathmatch game.
Oh, okay.
You parachute in.
'Cause you do that
but
with
it's not.
fucking-
But it's not. It's more realistic. You're not building floors and shit. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
This is more of a realistic
You're
game.
not dancing in the battlefield.
Well, fucking Black Ops, the latest Black Ops, so fucking Call of
they're-
Duty.
they're doing that too.
Was
Yeah.
very much like
They're doing Battlegrounds. The
fucking
whole thing. They're doing,
was much very much like Fortnite.
Yeah, except you're not building weird things.
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah.
Fortnite's got like this weird. I don't like that.
I can't. I tried it. I couldn't kill anyone.
Yeah.
I collected shit for like 20 minutes, and then I boom, I was dead.
Yeah, that's not my game.
Yeah, not my game either. I think it's kind of like mixing the fucking Minecraft and
Yeah,
a first
that's what I was
person shooter
thinking.
kind
Yeah,
of thing,
no, it's
you
not
know.
my
And I didn't grow up with that shit,
Yeah,
you
me
know.
neither.
So
Making money though.
Are we still in your? Is this still number
that's
one?
number fucking number one.
That is the beefiest
Wow.
number one of a top
No
5
wonder
so
this
far.
is a 2-hour podcast.
Yeah. Oh no, we cover ground.
Yeah, well, yeah,
we haven't talked to you about you yet. So
yeah, I know. You have to have your top 5. So my next top, the rest of the 4 are these. Oh, I got. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, are these 4 fucking paintings I spent fucking all week fucking working on. 4 giant robot Hawaii at
Ooh.
Ars Cafe.
And I thought you'd be done by now. Oh, look at this piece right here.
Yeah.
Holy
check it.
shit.
You know,
I'm not letting anyone look at that. What is on the back? Okay. That's crazy.
You know, I explored
Outdone
fucking.
yourself.
I explored 2 different styles with this fucking show.
Wait,
So-
I like how he said, you've outdone yourself. This is the best painting you've ever made in your life.
It is.
No, I'm kidding. It's not.
Thank you.
Well,
You know,
That's the joke I used to always say.
know.
This is the best piece you've ever
you're
done. in your
done.
No,
life.
that
Congratulations. You can.
This
quit.
is it.
You can quit.
This
you know?
is the best one ever. You're not going to ever make a better one than this.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, no,
so
this is
good.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I like it.
love
Wow.
love the eyes.
No, really nice.
So that's the tighter
Let me see.
style.
Yeah, this is dope.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's dope.
God.
And then I did 2 paintings of the looser style.
The classic though, with a
Classic
cat hair or
fucking
whatever.
I love the hair texture, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know,
Your
very
bears are
good.
getting hairy.
So wait, is this number 2?
that's that's 2, 3.
Oh, your top 5 is. All right, this is a classic.
Because this is
Luchu
what
bear.
this is what I fucking spent my entire fucking week doing, man.
That's
You
all.
know?
Just
Proud.
that's it.
Jesus.
I thought you were working on this for like 2 months. I just thought this was important. Oh, this is funny.
Yeah, I still
is
haven't.
great.
So there you go.
Wait, what's this little dude doing? Holding up the bear head?
Yeah.
Is it like? Oh, he's not going up a hill or anything.
No,
I thought it was like that Sisyphus
no. It's
thing.
it kind of. I was thinking
Oh,
of
wow.
calling it like
It's really nice.
Story of my life.
Atlas Shrug.
Oh,
you
okay.
know.
Well, that's yeah.
You know.
I got you.
So,
That's dope.
but yeah.
Thank you,
great.
Luke.
There it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Thank
so
you. And just
I've
push some of the Yosuke sculptures that you're painting. It's cool.
got, you know,
Ouch.
Out with the old.
there you go, Yosuke.
All right. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
I can hear him
that,
at
that
home.
was my week.
So how many? Where's the rest?
The rest is coming.
Okay.
The rest is
Awesome.
coming.
Oh, I
I'm
know.
shooting for like at least like 8 to 10 more pieces,
Awesome.
drawings. But they're drawings, you know.
Yep. So wait, real quick. Some guy named Jacob Scott says best painting Boba. Best painting Boba painting. Boba Stan. I don't know what's that.
What does that mean?
Is that a country? Boba Stan? I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
You know,
My bad.
it you know, those pop culture ideas only come like once in a blue moon to me.
Yeah. This person's also said sick, hella tight.
Thank you.
Oh, somebody asks, are these canvas or on wood?
They are on wood panels.
That's RJ.
Yep, they're on wood panels.
RJ. Yeah.
So
What does
you know,
RJ mean in this case? Richard Jefferson?
Richard
No.
John, Rick John,
Yeah. Okay. I don't
don't
know.
know.
Ron John.
Ron John.
Yeah.
Ron John. It's on wood panel.
All right, and then Brian Sim says, always fantastic seeing Luke's work. Stavi says, looks like wood panel.
It is.
Okay. We had a question for Patrick. What is
Yes.
that? From Jacob Scott.
Hello, Jacob.
What is the story with Never Again?
Oh, my God, it's been a while.
Again.
Well, we started doing a.
What is Never Again?
What is
Never
Never Again?
Again was a campaign that we were doing right after the Parkland shootings.
Whoa.
So our idea was to take a there was that big knotted revolver outside of the World Trade Center, not the World, the UN building in New York, that was commissioned by Yoko Ono after Lenin was killed, and we had the idea of doing an AR-15 in the same way and knotting the barrel, and well,
I got you.
Yeah, we still hope to do more.
Oh, cool. Well, Patrick,
there you go.
Yeah, I mean,
top 5, baby.
Okay, top 5. NBA Finals.
Oh, I should have said that. God damn it.
Well,
what about it?
I am Bay Area boy, so
Okay.
go Warriors. But
explain what you think right now about it.
Jeremy Lin getting a ring? I don't know. That could trumple. First Asian American basketball player to get a championship ring. I mean, I don't know.
I didn't even know.
For 6 minutes of.
Did he even play?
He played 6 minutes.
Oh, he has so
He
far?
dribbled the ball.
Oh, I didn't even know which game that
held
was.
on to it, and I think it was like.
Did he score?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think he took a shot.
Well, since you're a Bay Area fan, what do you think of this Kevin Durant thing?
It's a shame.
Wow.
I mean, I popped my Achilles like 13 years ago,
Oh,
15 years ago. Yeah, it's not fun. You're done.
Wow.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
That's
tragic.
a shame.
Yeah.
And they fucked up. They shouldn't have put him out there. So.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
there's a lot to be said about that. It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
But he's a guy that you know what happened. He has a knee injury. He's the best player in
a
basketball.
calf injury.
A calf injury. Sorry. Yeah. But he's the best player in basketball. Hasn't played in a month. His team's still in the finals, but they're not doing good right now. Kind of. They're having trouble, and I'm gonna guess he feels a lot of pressure to have to play. Maybe, right?
Well, apparently, I read that he follows social media a lot.
He does.
So his
Yeah, I think he
fans were
does.
like, "We need KD," and
Or
he
some
just-
people are questioning his heart and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
which is ridiculous.
and it's been going on the whole season.
Right.
And then he comes in and he plays for 12 minutes, and he scores like 11
Spectacular,
points.
yeah.
Awesome. He plays the first 12 minutes of the game. Amazing. Achilles pops his Achilles. So
Because
now
a
he's-
calf injury is directly related to.
I guess they're saying well, it's a different injury.
No,
but yeah,
it's
it's
your
got to be
fucking
related.
calf.
How could it not
Yeah.
be related, right?
So they stuck him in there too
poor
soon.
guy.
They stuck
Now
him there.
he's-
Now he's going to be gone for at least a year, probably.
Yeah, and he was just about to hit free agency and make a ton of money. Which
Well, he's still going to
is,
make
well,
a ton of money, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
but not as much.
You don't think so? I mean, everyone wants that guy. He's the best player.
I know, but you're never 100%.
Yeah,
You know.
it's really sad.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that it's like he did it for all this pressure. I think it's more pressure than anything. and-
Gotta get off the social meds, man.
Yeah, right. Push you to
But
do shit that you shouldn't.
It's just
do.
crazy though, right there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, and it's so sad. Like you watched, he hit 3-3-pointers, and then he was just like amazing. It's like, oh, this guy's gonna score 50 points tonight. Like it's
Right.
gonna happen, like gigantic, and then. Wow.
Would you rather see the Warriors win or Jeremy Lin get a ring?
I'd rather have the Warriors win. I want to see Jeremy Lin earn that ring more.
Yeah, 6 minutes of dribbling is
doesn't
I mean, it's a
count.
consolation prize, right?
Yeah.
But so how do you win a ring?
You're just on the championship team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like even
if you're on the team,
that
everyone
means
gets one.
all the jackasses that fucking just sat on the fucking bench get a ring.
Well, you're calling him a jackass in that case because he sort of hasn't only played 6 minutes.
through no fault of
Total.
his own. I
Yeah.
feel. I mean, the guy deserves to play, but
Yeah,
that's
on
neither
the
here nor
yeah.
there.
He doesn't get to play,
Yeah, he doesn't get to play.
but he's gonna get a ring.
Wait,
if
so
they
what? So
win.
what was why is it even like a fucking issue with him getting a ring in the first place?
Well, I mean,
Sorry.
he played on teams where they had a good chance of winning.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But they never got there, so he would get a ring before like Carmelo Anthony.
All these great players
All
that
these
never got
amazing
one.
players,
Well,
yeah.
Charles Barkley never got one, right? Like,
Right.
There's tons of people, but then he'll get one with. But
But it's kind of an asterisk, huh? Yeah.
well,
Oh, well.
yeah.
We deserve better. we need to be out there proving ourselves, not just like
Yeah,
he's okay too.
Yeah, he's rad. It just
Yeah.
yeah. I wish he contributed more.
Right.
Yeah. That's all.
Number
That was,
2.
that was powerful right there. Almost as powerful as your number one.
Was that powerful? No.
For me, NBA
Okay.
Finals, that was a big deal. And talking about Jeremy Lin and Asian Americans, and then a guy who gets thwarted by social media and gets injured. I don't know.
He's jealous.
There's a
That's
lot.
a lot of GR there.
A lot just went on right there.
I got some more GR for you.
Oh, go
I'm
for
a
it,
big
man.
fan of GR.
Go for it.
by the
Oh,
way.
thank you.
Yeah. Warrior on Cinemax. Right. You follow the series?
Warrior?
Based
No.
on Bruce Lee's original writings for
Oh.
Kung Fu, which never got made. So Shannon Shannon Lee, his daughter,
Right.
executive produced it. I think Justin Lin did it too, and now it's like 13. Season 2 is being shot. So all Asian American cast.
So they greenlit season 2.
They greenlit season 2.
Awesome. Did you watch season 1?
I watched season 1.
Did you watch season 1?
No.
It's really fucking good.
I know. I know he has a buddy that was in the show.
Well, the great thing is you and I used to be in the whole Asian American film scene, and
We're going to talk about that a little bit.
we'll talk about that later. But a lot of these cats are from that scene, like Jason Tobin from
Awesome.
Better Luck Tomorrow.
And is he playing Bruce Lee?
He steals the show. He plays like a Tong member.
Wow, but he's not playing. Okay, he doesn't get to be.
There is no
Lee.
Bruce Lee. Really. There's like aspects of Bruce all sprinkled in there.
Is this a spoiler?
It's set in like San Francisco, Chinatown during the it's like a spaghetti western.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, during what era?
Like the late 1800s?
Yeah.
Oh, so Bruce Lee's not even born yet.
No.
Oh.
There's no Bruce Lee.
But this is a story that Bruce
like
Lee
Kung
wanted
Fu
to tell.
is in the West, right?
Oh.
Right. So this is what Kung Fu should have been, not that
I
bullshit
got you.
with David
because
Carradine.
that actually was stolen or something from Bruce Lee's concept, right?
That was
going to
be him.
That. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That scene from the movie Dragon where like they're, the actor who's playing Bruce Lee and the white dude who's playing some film executive or talking about...
Oh, the one with Jason Scott Lee?
Yeah, and are talking about like the television show, Kung Fu, and it just suddenly like popped up in my head.
Yeah. So now it's got remade the way it should be.
Have you seen the
So
character?
who's the wandering guy then?
There's no wandering guy. It's kind of like
so it's a
set up.
it's an ensemble of
right.
bunch of people.
Tong Wars.
Wow.
San Francisco, Chinatown.
Got you.
It's really good. It's like a spaghetti
Cool.
western.
And what
I need
channel is
to
this
watch-
on?
Showtime.
Cinemax.
Is it Cinemax?
Cinemax.
Whoa. Who has and how do you get that?
Dustin Wynn's in it.
Oh, he's rad. Well, how do you get Cinemax?
You
Is that a
go to Put Locker.
Cinemax Go. No, you guys you can sign up. Cinemax
really?
Go. Everything
Okay.
is fucking app.
It's on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if they're the
Check it
one
out.
that doesn't have an app or something.
Put Locker.
C.S. Lee from Dexter. So there are a lot of
C.S.
great
Lee- C.S.
Asian
Lee's in it?
American actors in
Oh,
there.
I know
Shout out
C.S.
to
Lee.
CS.
I know these dudes. Yeah, they're all rad.
Yeah.
Dustin Owen. Who else is in it?
Joe Taslin, who was in what's that? The Raid.
Wow.
That dude fucking kicks ass.
Cool.
The lead is Koji. I forget his. I think it's first to last name. A British guy, British Asian guy.
Wow. His name is Koji.
He's good too.
Huh.
And he's like, I think he's the Bruce Lee character because he's like a quarter white, which Bruce Lee was. So, yeah. And he falls in love with a white woman. So.
Oh, so there's females in
Linda.
this too.
Yeah. So there's love stories. It's like an ensemble class.
Wow.
It's fucking incredible.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
Asian American cinema. This is like fucking what we dreamed about back in the day. Right?
Oh, but there's other stuff too, isn't there? There's just the.
Well, I mean,
it's
you guys
rad.
talked about what? Always Be My Maybe last year. I listened to that. You guys kind of ripped that one apart a little bit.
Yeah,
But it was great. I liked it.
I
I
actually-
enjoyed it. I enjoyed. I mean, Ali Wong and Randall are
and
fucking
Yosuke
phenomenal.
fucking like were completely hating on it.
It's just.
Come on, it's a rom com.
Yeah, it's a rom com. That's
But there's good ones.
there
There's
was-
good ones though, and there's ones like that that aren't as good as the good ones.
What do you consider a really good rom com? Like
No, anything.
when Harry
There's
Met
something.
Sally.
There's something about Mary.
That's. I mean,
Oh,
there's like
pow. What about
sperm
that?
jokes, and that's
What
like
about
kind
that?
of more.
That is such Ali Wong material
That is
there.
right. Allie, why didn't you do more sperm jokes?
Dude, I wanted some ass-eating fucking
No,
jokes
no.
all over that shit because
here
that's
we
like
go. Here we go.
That's one of her jokes. It's all rim jobs and salad tossing.
Yeah, I've heard her stand up.
Yeah. So fucking get with the rim jobs.
Randall got the rap though.
What?
Randall got the rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
No, there's really great aspects, but overall, I was like glad it wasn't in a movie theater. I don't think that would
No,
have worked.
I mean like it's a Netflix show. You know?
But you know what I'm saying?
Netflix
Like if you would have paid
movies.
$20 to see that and a movie in a big screen, I don't know if I would have.
And he didn't get a fucking hand job,
I don't know.
then fucking
I don't know if I liked it.
whatever.
I don't know if I would have liked it.
Wow. Here we go.
Damn.
What theaters do you go to, man? Jesus.
I was just freaking driving through Los Angeles recently and I saw an adult theater. And I was like, wow.
Where were you?
I'm stopping here
No. I
for
mean, like,
wings.
I was I was shocked because like I think it was in Santa Monica maybe. And
There's one in Santa Monica?
on Santa Monica Boulevard in Hollywood.
okay.
And I was like, wow. Anyways, top 5.
Oh, okay.
That was another powerful number 2 right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Since we're on cinema or Netflix and shit, Black Mirror, season 3.
Wow. Yeah,
You
I
guys
haven't
like
seen
Black
that.
Mirror?
Wait, is that the latest one?
The latest one is out.
I've
I only
heard-
saw the first episode, which is fucking weird.
I have a hard time watching that show.
It's with what's the guy who flies around Hawkeye in Marvel? I forget the actor's name.
Kind of a shorter dude who was a Mission Impossible guy for a second. Right?
Who's a black guy?
What? Oh, Hawkeye. I'm sorry. I thought you meant, okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh, Hawkeye or
no, not Hawkeye. The guy who flies around. with
the
wings.
black guy with the Iron Man-y wingy thingy.
Yeah,
I don't.
Iron Man's buddy. Unfortunately, the new
but
Captain America.
The new Captain America.
Yeah, but it was good.
You know.
It was very disturbing.
Fucking, I can never make it through an episode.
Is it
of,
Don Cheadle? Are we talking about Don Cheadle?
No. Don Cheadle's War Machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Fucking, I can never make it through an episode of Black Mirror. Like, I will sit there and I'll watch it and I'll have to fucking stop, and because something will have like kind of this like hit me in a weird fucking way.
Anthony Mackie?
That's it. Thank you, Anthony.
it's
Mackie.
Falcon.
Falcon.
Who is Nicole Harris? She's helping us. Thank
Yay,
you, Nicole Harris.
Harris.
Wow.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Not Hawkeye, it's
didn't-
Falcon.
You can't watch. You can't get through an episode.
I have to stop after a while.
It's disturbing, right?
It's like
it's very relatable.
Like the only episode I made it all the way through was the pig fucker one.
Yeah, that was good.
Whoa, what's that?
That first episode of Black Mirror.
Was it? I forgot.
Yeah,
like
pig
where the
fucker
politician, like, they're holding a girl ransom, for ransom, and the ransom is you have to like fuck a pig on the internet.
Whoa.
The girl dies.
Or the girl dies.
Oh my god, I didn't see this one.
That's
So
a-
what I usually do is I hear which one's good, and I.
No spoilers, right? You can't give that
Yeah.
one.
But you
away.
know what I'm
That
saying? I usually hear which one's good, and then I watch the specific one. But I've never watched all of them.
Oh,
But I've not heard that one was good. But now that one sounds amazing.
yeah, it's fucking great.
That sounds gnarly.
It is gnarly.
Wow.
But then like the episode after that, where it's like everyone's like pedaling bicycles to power up shit, and they were being like forced to watch entertainment, and like it's weird. After a while, I just had to stop, and then like I'd go back to it. And then the one after that's the memory one, where everyone has memory implants where they can be able to rewind and rewatch their memories. And,
I can't wait
You know,
for that day.
No thanks.
Because I forget shit, man. I need
Maybe,
it.
yeah. What do you think, Luke?
I don't want to fucking share it, but like I wouldn't mind having things like, where did I leave my keys?
Yeah, well, you could have an app for that, though.
Yeah.
I have one of those, the little app for your keys.
Yeah, but what if my batteries die?
Well,
What
they
if-
last a year or more, so you'll be in good shape. I suggest you get that.
Okay, okay.
Little app.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
So
Again,
oh,
another-
you've got good ones,
Dude,
Patrick.
your
I
top
come prepared.
Okay, wait. Are we going downhill now? You're pulling something out of a box here.
Oh, is that considered downhill?
We don't know. We don't
Well,
know.
I did.
You're-
Look
yeah,
at
come on,
how
I get the
fucking
bullshit.
disappointed Eric was.
So my fourth one, and I guess this is a 2-for-1, San Diego Comic-Con. Who's excited?
Shit.
Yay, that's a
Wow. Scared.
Jeez,
oh my God.
that's
You
just
just
coming up.
You just gave me anxiety right now by saying that, man. That's anxiety ridden. Oh my God. Well, I think it's powerful. What if that thing broke just now?
This is my gift to you
What?
Whoa.
for having me on the show.
Awesome.
As long as you fucking display it.
Ah, this is cool.
There you go. That's
Bill McMullen.
Bill McMullen.
It's undoubtedly Bill McMullen.
Undoubtedly.
I mean-
Indubitably.
Yeah.
Fucking Superstar Destroyer.
And well, that's not the thing.
Look at it. The shell toe Adita thing going on, just like his other ones. AT-AT, was it? He had an AT-AT.
Yeah, he did the AT-AT, and
There's something else, too, and I forgot. Oh, that's a Jam Master J color right there.
So this is the.
I'll take that one, too.
San
Thank
Diego.
you. Thank you. I'll take that one, too.
Yes.
What else? What else did you got?
All right, so this is my number 4.
Wow.
So we're dropping that there.
That's amazing. Wait, are you dropping both of these there?
The white. I'm gonna switch out. We dropped this already, and
Okay.
a few were left.
Wow.
But that's coming for San Diego.
Yeah. I don't know what this is called, the actual colorway of the Adita. I mean, this is Jam Master J wore this kind of thing, right? I think. At least when he died, there was a commemorative black version like this with white stripes.
I'm not
and
sure if we named it yet.
Yeah.
Shit.
Jam Master J version.
Put that on the list.
I don't know.
That'll work.
I'm
Can
not
I
sure.
use that? No. Then we got to get licensing. Which,
Spell his name wrong. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. That's dope. Thank you for showing this.
No.
Yeah.
Where's that last?
Beautiful.
Where's my little baggie? Hang on.
A baggie. Okay, so number 4 is this wonderful item.
Yeah,
And,
no, that's
and a baggie's happening.
Bill's great, you know, freaking like he like expertly like kind of like blends like pop culture, street culture with freaking like nerd culture. It's,
And he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's not no like little flash in the pan. He's OG basically.
Well, this is what the third in a trilogy because he did the Shuttle Max with Kid Robot, and then the AT-AT.
AT-AT, yeah.
Yeah.
What was first? Was
Yeah.
it AT-AT
The
first?
AT-AT.
AT-AT was
Yeah.
first, right?
Dude, you know, I remember the AT-AT back. Remember, there used to be a fucking store on Sunset, I think.
Span of
And-
Sunset.
Yeah,
Sunset.
Span of Sunset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that place?
That was great.
That place was dope.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, the days.
Oh, the
The
days.
heydays of designer toys.
Yes.
Well, this is my number 5.
Yay!
This is our number 5.
Oh,
So
that looks like it's glow in the dark.
it is.
Yep.
That's Ghost Bear.
But it's the Ghost Bear.
Let's show it
Come to life.
Yep. So the Ghost Bear is came about from a little 4-panel comic that I tried doing. I have every plan of like getting back to it. Like once I'm done with
It harkens
summer.
back to your zine days.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, kind of. I mean, like I want, like I remember, like JT Steiny was doing these like 1-panel comics on Instagram, and I thought they were so cool, and I still think they're so cool. And I was like, I want to do that, and so I started doing this character, and there were some funny scenarios, like Ghost Bear like says, "Wow, so many cool people are hanging themselves," and so he puts a noose around his head, around his quote unquote neck, and tries to hang himself, and lo and behold, he does not have a neck.
Wah, wah,
Wah.
Hilarity ensues.
Or then like I would kind of play like with like the lactose thing.
Like us, we are lactose
I'm
intolerant.
actually. I like to think it's my Manchu, blood, just sucking on the teats of goats and, shit like that, like.
No offense to the Manchus out there.
That like gave me the ability to consume lactose.
Oh, you can drink.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can.
I do, yeah.
Okay. Can you?
Yeah, but I could eat pizza. Like that doesn't bother
But
me.
you can't chug a glass of milk.
I
right?
wouldn't want to anyway,
right.
but I don't think I can. And sometimes ice cream fucks me up too.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
I could roll with the alt-white,
Yeah.
right, fucking just drinking gallons of fucking, milk.
was that a slip?
Well, no, like the alt, I could hang out with the alt-white,
You mean like straight from a big teat?
No, haven't you? There was some weird meme about like alt-right people fucking like drinking like gallons of milk, on
Really?
video. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was a
Why? To increase their...
because they had the ability to because they had the enzymes to break down lactose. Meanwhile, so many
Wow.
different ethnicities could not.
So jealous.
That's lame.
Yeah. Actually, I think what's his name? There was one actor who it was the Transformers guy in the beginning. The
Shia LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf did participate in like some kind of mocking video about it.
About
Wow.
what?
About the drinking gallons of milk.
Wow.
Kind of thing.
Guy's nuts.
And like they'd be
Yeah.
walking around and like shirtless, going drinking
Carrying
milk.
tiki torches and drinking milk. That's scary.
Tiki torches.
What is that all about?
Oh my god.
I'm not saying Shia LaBeouf was actively being, a racist, but I think he was doing something that was mocking it.
He was being ironic.
I think he was being ironic.
Yes, we get you, Shia.
Yep.
Yay.
Yep.
Yay.
Yay. Was this number 5?
That was
right
number
here?
5.
That's pretty epic.
Yep.
Look at how it ties all together with every one of your top 5's pieces. This was impressive, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You go from like sports, whatever current event, then you go to like pop culture, Bill McMullen stuff, and then you go to like Luke's comic, Luke's right here.
Wow.
Yeah, no, you did a lot. in
Good
your
job.
We
Well,
talked about
thank
Jeremy
you.
Lin. We talked about Asian America. We talked about
There's a little
Black
giant
Mirror.
robot, a little
We
Luke
talked about
Chew.
social media, like Black Mirror shit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You went epic on us.
Oh,
Anyways.
wait. Can my five? Can I add my five? Can my 5 be my shirt?
Oh, let's do that.
Okay, that one.
Or number 6. 6 is okay too.
So
6.
I found this in storage, and it says, "I am a friend of the Orient." I have no idea why I have this, but I think it was done. It wasn't done ironically. Like
it's amazing.
It's like a travel shirt. Like
Yeah, it looks like a travel shirt.
That is
the
weird.
Asian, the Chinese like friendship association or something like that.
It's crazy.
So they printed these up and thought it'd be.
I like the slanted eyes. That's
Right.
very nice.
Slanted eyes.
Slanted eyes. I wish they put buck teeth in there just to like really round it out.
Remember that picture?
Wow.
We took a picture
Maybe a
at
goo
Yosuke's
cat.
show of you, me, and Thomas Hahn, and we look kind of exactly
yeah.
like this.
Yeah, we were smiling big.
Yeah.
You know, big smiles.
Yeah. I am a friend of Orient.
I am
Yeah.
friend of Orient.
Awesome.
Yes. There we go. There you go. That's my 5.
Awesome.
Nice. And actually, it's funny is that you're wearing a shirt right now that is very E3,
And yours says
very Chinese. It
it
says
does, I need
Salvador.
what does that mean?
It means
Almost. Like, eh.
Yeah,
Wow, is that meh
Meh?
in Chinese?
that's man Chinese basically.
Oh, that's how you. Oh, it's Salvador.
Yeah, Salvador. Yeah,
Wow.
it's like,
That is meh. I never
it's
thought.
kind of like a like it's basically the Chinese like work ethic now. It's like I got it done.
Where do you get this shirt?
I actually there's a podcast. There's a YouTuber, pair of YouTubers. They were like these just white dudes that lived in fucking China.
Uh-huh.
And like they would just kind of talk about like what it was like being an American living in China, and they would interview like people they would talk about like their experiences, and they were like married to like Chinese nationals, and what it was like, like how they had to like do all the like buying property to impress the family of their their fiancés and all this other shit, and like then like when Xi Jinping was like really cracking down on the foreign presence in China and all this other shit. Xi Jinping, the president of
China?
Of China.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Seriously?
My
I'm
bad.
just kidding.
Don't know his name.
Yeah, the Winnie the Pooh guy of.
Oh, that's the dude. Got
yeah,
you.
And then I really, and they would like do these like kind of like motorcycle kind of adventures like up and down China, and like with GoPros and showing.
They
off.
made this shirt.
Yeah, they made this shirt.
Awesome.
Damn it.
And I was like, oh, I like your channel, so I'll support this.
Wow.
I'll support.
Awesome. Cool. So wait, since Patrick is here, we go back a long time, longer than we even realized, because I think I saw your movie, a short film,
Oh God.
right? I saw your short film that I don't even know what year that was. Maybe you'd remember. It was called Hing Dai and the Man.
Yes.
And it was like kind of like Chico and the Man, kind of with the title, but
Yeah.
it was a short film, and it was probably post college, obviously, but
I was doing my master's at SC.
right. I knew
Yeah.
it was an SC showcase, I think.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. It
that's
was
why
my thesis film.
I went to go watch that because I was like, oh shit, it's like SC, and that, was it? It was all Asian Americans, right, in that showcase. It was in Hollywood, I think.
No, it was a mix. It was like my class or something.
But I saw it in Hollywood at a theater, I think.
It's been in Asian American film festivals and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. It was a film festival day, but it was like, I remember I was watching it going, oh shit.
God, it's
It was
like a
good.
past life. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Your film though, phenomenal.
But that
Sunsets,
That was later, I think. Was that later? I don't remember anymore. Like, what year was that?
like 93, 4.
Oh, see, my film Sunsets came out in '97, man. So it's years later.
Right.
But I remember I saw that and I was like, oh shit! And it was really production value was high.
Thank you.
And it was really interesting.
It's shot in a VW bus.
Yeah, but the production value was really high, and I was just like, oh shit! Like, look at the talent. And it was you. I didn't realize, like, you know what I'm saying? It was
means
you.
a lot.
Yeah, it was
Thank
you.
you.
And I didn't know you then, but I saw all the films, and I was like, oh shit, this guy's gonna be Spike Lee, of Asian American cinema, is what I thought when I left. Which you became.
cannot
You
be.
became the toy master.
It's weird.
But no, it's just weird. I don't know what happened. Like, you didn't keep up with the cinema, or what ended up happening there.
I think film school like doesn't really prepare you for what's gonna happen. Like, basically, you're in this little vacuum and you make your craft, and great, you get to hone your craft. But what they try to pound into your head is like, you got to be able to write your own feature. You got to go out there and tell your own story, which is great. But not all of us are writers, which I found out that that's really not my forte. I'm more of a director and cinematographer and a producer than actually being able to sit there and pound it out on a computer. So I got out there, I worked, I went to Singapore, I directed.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
They were taking Asian Americans and like making Asian American young filmmakers.
Dude, they
do
treated
TV.
us like gods out there. It's fucking amazing.
And Chris Chan Lee was one of them
Yeah.
too. He did it as well, right?
Yeah, we go out there
Yeah.
and they see us as
Crazy.
being professionally trained, and they hand you the reins to all this fucking everything that a studio would give you on a much smaller scale.
You did TV out there?
Yeah, we were doing multi-camera. We're doing like
like a show?
like soap operas,
Really?
like telenovelas,
Wow.
like Singaporean
and you
style.
didn't write them; it was already written.
Yeah, we had writers, and
Wow.
I would cast it and produce it, and I direct it, and
Holy shit!
edit it, and it was great. It was like another mini film school. But then I came back, and basically now it's time to write the feature, write sunsets.
Okay.
I saw you. You were a model for that. Like you went out, you had your story to tell, and you made your feature, and you did the circuit. And I was trying to do that, and I rented a space in Chinatown for the purpose of doing that. And then I pounded my head against the walls for like a year, and the film wasn't happening. And then the landlord was like, "You got to get the fuck out of here because you're in the prime spot. Like it was a touristy area, Central Plaza,
Such a great
Wishing
spot.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful there.
Yeah.
But we had the windows papered up, We were playing mahjong and doing writing sessions or whatever, and we weren't really contributing to the community.
Right.
So he's like, "Well, what are you gonna do?" And I was like, "Well, I'm gonna open a toy store." And
So wait, where did you discover because this kind of like segues into like the creation of the Monkey King Toys thing.
Right.
But I remember before where did you kind of discover all the art toy stuff? Was it in Singapore while you were out there, or
it was Kid Robot.
Oh.
Props to Kid Robot and Strange Co.
Wow.
And
Was that even that era? We're talking still the 90s? Is that the 90s?
I mean, it was
Late 90s?
online.
Yeah.
There's still like mini disco, and they're still selling like MP3 players along with like
Gotcha.
design. I was like, well, I've never seen this shit before.
Wow.
I don't want to sell anime, right? Because everybody else is fucking. You can find that shit in Japantown. So I opened up, LA's I guess first designer toy store as a front, and I was writing upstairs. Like it was one of those shop houses, right? So upstairs was the production office, downstairs was the store, and running up and down, and it just took on a life of its own. Like, and then we did shows, and then I hired staff, and then Luke Chu walks through the door, and
I guess that's a story.
Well, okay, yeah. So, in case you don't own the book, I'll tell you my perspective of the story,
All right.
and you could tell me like what you think I got wrong. So this was like back during the keys. Remember Toy to R's little bear keys and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Well, it's almost like a bear brick, but a keychain technically.
Yeah.
And from Hong Kong, technically.
And they had these like the rarest one was the Dalek one. It was this brown kind of key, and it had like the $sign eyeballs and the mustache and everything like that. And
Big teeth.
And I wanted that one. Now, back then, this is before everything was foil packed. When you get a blind box toy now, you open it up and there's a foil pack in there, and you have to go through that.
Yeah.
And
You can't just peek.
So I would kind of open get a box, and I was hanging out with Joe Ledbetter and Thomas Hahn at the time. I think it was a Sunday.
The Unholy Trinity.
Yes. The and the trifecta, and and we would open out, and I would push the inside flap down, and I would be able to get a peek at the fucking toy.
Oh, so it wasn't really sealed on the bottom?
It was glued on the bottom, but like if you push the box a little bit in the bottom, you could get the bottom of the box to bow down a little bit, and then you take one of the inner flaps and you push it aside a little bit with your finger, and like my big fat fucking fingers, and and then you can kind of peek. You can peek inside, and so I was doing that like one after another, And then like I think at the time like I didn't really like I don't it just seemed like you weren't like paying too hard attention, and then
I was watching you like a hawk. I have my finger, like my hand on the shotgun. And I look over, like you made that shit look like milk cartons. They're like little tents. You jam your freaking hot dog sized fingers all up in there. I look over, I was like, I can't sell that shit no more.
Oh,
I like those are open boxes now, man.
Oh, ruined it.
And I was like,
this is not a hot dog. I mean, if it was a hot dog, like I would, be eating. I'd have to eat a lot of hot dogs.
So from my perspective, I'm like, I saw the fear in your eyes, and you're like, I'm an artist, but I'm an artist.
And then
like, what do you do? He goes, well, I had this, I had this, my paintings hang up on Sawtell and at what's that clothing store?
Black Market.
Black
Yeah.
Market.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was just at Black Market like 2 days before that, and I saw your shit. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're the bear dude. I love your shit. You're that sad bear guy.
I am that sad bear. I am that sad bear guy. So
And so the rest is like,
yeah. And
Awesome.
then
It's
you
happily ever
decided to go into production.
Yes.
Actually, the funny story about that piece is that like there was an actual other company that wanted to do a toy with me. They were the first ones to proposition me to do a toy. And
giant robot.
No.
Me?
No. Actually, it was a company called Android 8.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Olivia, was that her name? Android 8?
Brandon Rose
No.
toy.
It was a dude. It was
They
a
made
guy.
the sours.
I think so.
I can't remember now.
Yeah, no. Well, maybe.
They made the sours.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Did they? Salad?
Yeah, I think they did. Brendan Monroe Sours. Yeah.
Oh.
Those were great. Those are fucking great toys.
Those were.
But but then like they turned me down after like sitting on it for a long enough time, and at the time and then Patrick contacted me and like while I was still like kind of trying to figure out the design with them and suggesting that we made a toy, and I'm like, just fucking agreed to do one with Android 8, and then Android 8 eventually folded. And I'm like, hey.
Is that how it went?
Yeah.
I thought it was like, hey, Android 8 folded. Do you know anybody else who could make a toy? And I was like, I could.
I thought that like the way.
Or would I approach you early?
You approached me before, like while I was still like discussing working it out with Android 8,
and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Was Android 8 in LA? I'm gonna assume they weren't, right?
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
Like I think that maybe
Bay Area? I don't know. I have no
Thank
idea.
you.
Seattle.
Thank you,
or,
Android 8.
Yeah, for going out of business.
Yes.
Yeah, and that fucking
But your
toy
sours
took
were good.
3 fucking
Oh,
years
Jesus.
to turn around.
Which one was that? What is
The first one, Possessed, the bear with the bloody hands and the
wow.
devil. We just
Yeah.
re-released it
Sure.
last year for the
Wait,
2 years ago for the
What year was that?
It started in 1995, and then it finally debuted and it had
Wait, what started in 95?
the
paint.
designing.
The
No,
designing.
the designing of the toy started in
95.
2005. 2005.
Oh, okay.
2005. 2005 is when it started, and then like it didn't like we put out a fucking really ugly version of the fucking toy at 2006
Sorry,
San
Dave.
Diego Comic-Con.
Dave Bondi sculpted that.
Well,
and his work is phenomenal.
and he sculpted the final version.
Yes, he did.
But
But
and
our first pass.
the first pass was bad, and then like the people were like loved it. They loved the shit out of it, and then like
Just because it was out.
Yeah.
But we were just like,
yeah, and we just had a prototype, and then fucking I remember there was this moment like it was like a December, it was a cold December, and we were at his fucking studio, in
cold December night.
and by LAX. And fucking like Patrick just kind of said like we basically had to fucking design it from the ground up again.
it was, there's no way I was going to pull the trigger on that. I looked at anybody, you guys were so tired of it that you're like, whatever. But it's not Dave's fault at all. I think
no,
the way
'cause-
we approached it, we were always surrounded by toys that were platform based.
Right.
toy tour and
Sure.
whatnot. So our first pass of Possess was like a platform toy.
Oh, it had like the big fat.
Everything was
legs and
very
stuff.
symmetric.
Yeah.
It did have like kind of A-frame body style, It still does, but it was very, toyish. And I think when we hit the reset, we were like, I think Dave changed one thing, and we're like, oh man, it's so much more organic. And that's the direction we went,
Yeah.
just to be, it's more in keeping with your art.
Was it the first toy you guys did? Or?
It was the first toy we did.
Is it the first toy you did though with anybody?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
First toy.
So you guys were original. I wasn't sure that.
We were just
wow.
fucking
That's amazing.
feeling our way.
No, that's cool.
Good.
We were stealing. I was stealing time at like art centers, like 3D printer. Mario Rocky, thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was there, and she snuck us on there, and we did our first print there.
Yeah, you guys were visiting me when I was in rehab, fucking with
that too.
like all the
Good
way out in the
times.
fucking valley,
Yeah.
Good times.
But yeah, so we started producing, and now and then produced with a bunch of other artists also. And the weird thing is, now we've been working on like some of Luke's animations and I've been developing animated projects with Eric Koyanagi, who is also from our film school days.
Yep.
So it's kind of full circle. It's weird
Yeah.
because like not doing this whole toy thing would not have put me into touch with so many talented people, and be able to draw from those people and kind of do what I do best, which is produce, and get projects off the ground that way.
Right on.
And go back to my roots as a filmmaker.
Cool. Yeah. No, I know you're doing animation. Luke has a project, right? You're doing a project with Luke, and that's
Yeah.
I always heard so I didn't know, but a lot of people have said, "Oh yeah, he's got an animation studio now." I was like,
Well,
cool.
I wouldn't call it. I mean, well, it's
I've
building.
heard people say that. Yeah.
Everything is baby steps.
Sure.
And
I
it's
mean,
like,
I think I heard this like 5 years ago, maybe.
we'll start with Luke's projects. And,
Yeah.
a lot of it is studios are flurries of activity. We don't really have like a huge staff, right? But
Right.
when we have something going on, there's a lot of freelance work to be had. So make sure freelancers make sure to hit us up, please.
Yeah, we're always looking for talented
Always.
animators.
So it's
Always.
perfect question came from Marcello Vera, who's listening from Korea.
Oh,
Hi.
He says, so do you guys ever get awesome projects, opportunities, or meet people from Instagram that you don't think you would have otherwise? Sorry. Asking as somebody who only uses Facebook to keep in touch.
Instagram's a great resource.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should use the opportunity to put it out there. Like if you're, have an idea, fucking email you or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, in terms of getting your work seen, we use Instagram all the time to check out artists. And
Do you look at Facebook though?
no.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
He continues,
Not
how
Facebook.
important is social media in your practice? Are you moving away from certain platforms? Is TikTok taking over? You've heard of that one, right? I think we talked about it.
Dude,
I'm so
TikTok,
old, man.
TikTok. Isn't that the one where people are fucking like dubbing over
But that used to be Musically.
Yeah, well, they'll like dub over or record over fucking like the dialogue from television shows and make it look like, here's me and my hot friend,
Yeah.
doing a fucking dialogue from a fucking show
I
or
don't
something
know.
like that.
Is it
Do you have a
taking over?
TikTok
Is that
account?
TikTok?
No,
Yeah, you do.
I do not.
I created a TikTok account.
You did?
Yeah.
I've not even looked at it.
Just so I could
Yeah.
fucking have my name in there.
Good idea.
So
Yeah.
Have you done any videos?
no,
No. Okay.
no, my lip syncing is not good.
So I guess TikTok isn't taking over for us yet.
Not yet.
I
not
haven't
yet.
seen
Old.
it.
My
Yeah.
daughter uses.
Really?
Really?
Wow. So you know. So are you monitoring your daughter's social media usage?
I can't answer that.
Okay.
She might be watching.
Oh. Okay. You must have a clone phone of hers. You're just like, oh. Is there such thing? Does that exist?
I can track them online,
Wow.
like on my app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kid app?
No, it's weird. It's
Just
it's
iPhone,
scary.
Find
yeah.
my iPhone app or something?
Life 360.
Wow. Okay.
It's like an electronic leash.
Wow.
It seems like it's necessary these days, just because if they're not like being like crazy, then they're susceptible to being like victims.
Well, they're Ubering now. teenagers fucking Uber everywhere.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
aren't they supposed to be 18 to get in one of those? But I'm
No.
not. No. Yeah, I thought you're supposed to be, but
Really?
I thought so.
Uh-oh. No.
Yeah. At one point, I remember that was like a rule.
My bad dad? No.
I don't know,
Maybe.
we can look it up. Somebody look it up for us. Okay, another question came through. Jacob Scott, Luke.
Yes.
What is the next product coming to thisinunbearable.com?
We're still working on shirts, but
And why is it a hoodie with Boba Fett wearing a hoodie on it?
that is definitely that has been brought up, and I definitely think it's the line art drawing of the Boba drinking Boba painting that I've done. It was suggested to me and on social medias that that should be on a hoodie, and I was like, you're right, that should be on a fucking hoodie.
That's simple.
And so, probably around fall we'll probably be right now we'll probably explore the possibilities, but right now the one thing that I would like to kind of get out there immediately is the meh shirt.
I see.
Because the meh.
Meh.
Yeah, I have stickers of it. I'm gonna bring some to Hawaii, but I want to have that as a shirt.
Meh.
Maybe I'll do Cooper Black meh. The font Cooper Black.
Yes.
The
juicy font. I don't know what you call it.
It's a nice fatty meaty font.
Roundy.
Yeah,
right?
round.
I
Yeah,
remember that font from a long time ago.
yeah, it's a classic. Man.
So, Patrick, what?
Yeah.
Monkey King's what is the philosophy in picking or doing what you guys do aside from making cool shit or whatever you like? I mean, is there an actual philosophy behind it?
No.
Okay.
It's just whatever whim that I mean, I don't know. Divine forces, karma. I mean, doors open, you just follow him. We're starting a school at the studio space we're in, teaching kids how to the digital arts. So we're partnering up with Dave Bondi to offer summer classes and a D&D camp, and we just want kids to have these and be prepared to create art in these new ways, in ways that I learned, because from a lot of it I guess comes from my own experience, and if I see from my own experience a need, I'll try to make it available. I taught myself how to use a lot of this 3D software in order to communicate with my sculptors, and I realized that, oh my god, this is so much fun. It's really freeing. I kind of was able to discover the artist within myself, just because I can't draw worth shit, right? I can't. If my storyboards were ridiculous, my toy design sketches were barely legible, but I found that I could easily manipulate something in 3D to show my sculptors hey, this is what a rough form of what it's like. Maybe you can make it look something. So to be able to ideate with this new software is so easy. Kids should have this opportunity also. So, and we have a great studio space, so we just want to bring people in. So yeah, things like that.
That wasn't part of the plan.
That was never a part of a plan, but maybe in the back of my head subconsciously. But
have you are there any students enrolled yet?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Have classes started?
Our first camp starts next month. So it's called smartartlab.com is the website. So Smart Art is the name of the school. So
nice.
Check it out, please, and spread the word.
There you go.
Wow.
But
Get your kids out of your hair. Put them in Patrick's.
Care. It rhymes, right?
But a lot on that whole personal experience tip. The reason we did that Kaepernick toy was from a personal experience. My nephew was a victim of police brutality, and he ended up dying.
Note that your nephew is African American.
Yes, and
in Bay Area or something, or where?
Out in Pittsburgh.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, R.I.P. Greg.
Uh-huh.
And the way he went was really unfair, and they branded him a thug in the media. But he was so much more than that. So I'm from the Bay Area, so always being a Niners fan, I naturally what Kaepernick did was deeply impactful for me. So that's why we made the toy, partly in tribute to Greg, and partly in to pay homage to his protest. So, yeah, I mean, I do things. I use the company to kind of as my tool.
Cool. What's next, or what are you looking toward next to do?
Monkey King Maui. We'll see.
What's
I
that?
don't know. Well, that should be my 5.
What's that?
I
Do
don't
you know what that is?
I don't know what that is.
We'll see.
You mean a shop in Maui?
I want to die there, so
Oh.
I would love to be out there. You know,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's-
You got to be out there to die there,
Yeah,
for sure.
So who knows? Maybe Monkey King can find its way out there too.
Wow.
So I would love to do projects out
Are
there.
you going to go back doing retail? Is that going to be a thing?
No. I would love to do what you're doing, and I want to pick your brain on that.
Which is
shit.
retail.
No. What you guys are doing out in Hawaii, like setting up
that?
something
Oh.
to benefit the community. Like there's North Shore Hawaii is a beautiful place, and it's a very artistic community. So maybe
Wait.
I've been talking to Edwin about that a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not doing anything in the north. It's in Waikiki area.
I know.
We're really close.
Right.
Awesome.
Still a paradise.
It is. Even the worst, the touristy most part is still paradise. It's
Right.
amazing. So yeah, Hawaii is rad.
So
And
we'll
it's
see.
kind of an amazing place.
Yeah.
But Maui,
Maui Wowie.
crazy. Awesome.
I don't know.
You're not a big. It's too hot for you, right?
It's,
You sweat too much.
I do sweat too much.
Shoes
I do.
sweat too much.
I sweat too much.
Not island people.
No, not an island person.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to live in Hawaii, but I like visiting.
Yeah.
But you actually may move there someday.
I just want to see myself as
Yeah.
one-wheeling around North Shore, living in a van.
What?
Whoa.
No, that's my. At the end of the month, I'm going there, and I'm going to stay in a Westie, a 1990 VW van for a few days.
in Maui?
In Maui.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I always knock that off my bucket list.
That's okay.
Things change when you turn 50, man.
Oh, you,
Your
you're 50?
perspective. Yes.
Oh my God.
I turned 50 this year.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you're breaking down.
Tell me about it. God.
Oh wow. Okay.
Plan for my demise, man.
Wow. Okay. So, how many toys are you going to release a year? I'm sorry, I'm stuck on the toy thing. We're not even
No,
talking about the
let's talk
educational
about toys.
component, but yeah, like in a year or next year, like how many pieces will you do? Like different projects or?
I mean, we
whatnot?
average
Like, what do you have
about-
time? What do you have time for?
6 toys a year. I mean, we got Amy's Soul.
Right on. Yep.
Oh, and we're gonna do our.
That piece is beautiful.
GR's gonna have their own colorway.
Yes, we will. Oh,
Nice.
So
yeah,
happy.
that is such a great piece.
isn't it?
Amy will be signing.
Oh, she's great. Oh, look at that one.
This is the color. Oh wait, this is the
this is-
Comic Con color.
This is not the color for
But
us.
it would be a
but
version
it's beautiful.
of that. I think we're going purple.
Oh, smell that toxicity. Smell it. That's
So,
nice.
Soft vinyl. We're
I love
doing
that.
a lot
That's
of.
beautiful.
I think a lot of people like. This
Yeah.
is soft vinyl,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
Chinese soft vinyl, but
Yeah. So, do you discriminate between the Japanese versus Chinese soft vinyl?
I mean,
It seems like there's people out there only into certain things. I know it's a conversation, but
that's a
I heard
a can
Luke,
of worms,
Luke just
dude.
sighed right now.
That's
but
a whole another can of worms.
You know what the thing is that like the thing is that they are using the same techniques, from my understand, as what soft vinyl is in Japan, which is it's hand poured and slushed, and they pour out the excess.
Yeah, it's still a slush.
It's a slush vinyl, and so I think that like the process is the same.
Right.
It's just I'm assuming that maybe the materials are slightly different. I have no idea, but I wouldn't be surprised if China like is totally cool with like figuring out what the chemicals that the Japanese use, and then like just taking it for themselves, because there's a
We're good
demand
at
for it. And
Pretty good at that.
because Sofubi cannot be produced in the United States.
Right.
Because it is the America considers those chemicals to be,
right.
We care about our workers.
bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Jack doing that though, making some kind of sofubi here?
Yeah, but out of a different kind of vinyl.
Look at the painting on the bottom.
That's what Amy. That's what Amy did at Woot Bear. We had a
So
signing
cool.
up there. So
That's beautiful.
we've been doing a
Holy
lot of,
shit.
we have a whole bunch of
I
these
love that.
clears, and she
That's
will
nice.
do these
I
beautiful
love that.
designs.
Wow. That's very Amy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's so cool.
Amy rules. She does.
Amy does rule.
Cool.
That's a great piece.
So what do you think of the climate of like this whole toy thing in LA is? Because for a while LA didn't seem like the center place for these kind of toys. Well, it did, and then it didn't. Is it back, or is it back? Is it not here now?
It did when there was retail.
Yeah.
Like we used to own Melrose.
Yeah.
Like there was Toy Art Gallery.
Yeah.
KR,
Kid Robot and Monkey King.
Monkey
Yeah.
King. And without retail, it's like you can't really say, is centered is here or there. Like there's no gathering place.
Was that
for
just
people.
Was that too much? In
Retail?
one area.
Well, it was a healthy coexistence. It's
Right.
just the
It was
whole
all very
market
different, yeah.
tanked at the same time. I mean, Gino he was more kaiju based and large figures, and KR was more their own stuff, and we sold everything. So
And made your own stuff
yeah.
too.
And
Yeah.
we always referred everybody to other places and vice versa. It was a great little community. And without that community to support the scene, you just don't have. It's just you now, man.
How does that work? It's not
It is
me.
all on
It's
you.
Not me.
Yes.
But what does the tanking mean? Like how did that kind of like? Did you see it kind of happening like at little by little, or did it just kind of did a wave happen?
I think Luke destroyed the market.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that.
Was that in
Sorry.
2000? What year? what year was that? That's is that like 2012?
It's 2007.
No, the tanking of it.
2007 started. It's called the recession.
Yeah,
yeah.
There you go. People couldn't just spend money on
Gotcha.
this shit. No
You know,
I feel like it
remember,
lasted-
remember when
yeah.
Giant Robot ruled fucking the United States, and then the recession happened, and then, and then fucking borders closed, and
Yeah, that went down.
everyone.
That was when I thought you guys went way later, like 2013 or 14 or something like that.
2009, I think it was.
What, retail?
Yeah, your shops, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah, we hung on for a while.
yeah. See, that's a long time.
Oh yeah, till 2011, I think it was that.
Until it just got unbearable.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, Melrose is expensive, man.
Yeah.
We had on our first goose egg day, meaning the big fat zero.
I've
that was
had
the
that.
day that I was like, we're shutting down.
Oh
No way.
wow. I've had goose egg days here.
Well, more power to you,
And
my
I've
brother.
I think I've had one this year or so.
It got so
happens.
sad. My employee would buy something.
Oh, wow.
John would buy something just to avoid the goose egg. It was kind of sad.
Wow, that
So,
sucks.
yeah.
Is it the traffic on? So Melrose, for those that don't know, was, man, I don't know how old I was, like maybe 20 or 18 or something like that. Was you'd walk up and down Melrose like because it was the coolest
Yeah.
place
It
on
was
earth.
the coolest place on
Right?
earth.
Retail slut.
Bleeker
Remember that?
Bob's, fucking,
Everything.
that place was so
They
amazing.
even had even a little later Beat Nonstop. They had the hip hop shop. They had like a lot of
They
cool
had like
things there.
Vinyl Fetish there if you're into
Yeah.
that place, and they had like all those DJ record stores.
That's
all
what- yeah, I just named a
pumping
couple,
out
yeah.
fucking techno out.
And
the
the Golden Apple.
windows.
Yeah.
Golden Apple
Golden
was
Apple
there.
had a
Oh my
huge
God.
Right.
space.
So all these things were there, and I know that it seemed to fall apart. Was that just the raising rent prices, or was it just also the economy crashing and them not adjusting? Or because I remember when I went, I was like, God, how come there's all these places that are shut down, or there's shitty shops that like didn't exist anymore? I'm like, these shops suck.
All of a sudden,
know,
I saw
they got bad.
surrounded by shops that sold shit from downtown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Recycled bad clothing from downtown.
Exactly, like that stuff happened. I'm like, what the fuck and why and how could they exist? Like, how can they make money?
I don't know.
Okay,
It's,
it's
all
a front.
fucking, it's all fronts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be a front. Nobody
Yeah.
wears that shit, man. Nobody. Come on.
I'm actually
Man.
surprised Jamie from Japan LA has been holding hard on fucking
Go
and
Jamie.
expanding.
So
Yeah.
you guys left her the gold. That's what you guys did. You guys all took off, and she got all the gold.
Yeah, but it's
Nah,
because
she
she
got that Hello Kitty.
I've heard that. I've
She
heard that
blew
said
up from
before as a
that,
joke,
man.
but yeah.
you know, she
turned that into something
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was the first one to bring real Akuma to fucking the United
Yeah.
States.
Yeah.
She coordinated the fucking original Hello Kitty shows.
Yeah.
Royalty.
Oh, Royalty was amazing.
Yeah, that place was amazing.
There's a
Amazing.
lot of money in there too.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that was-
well,
yeah.
like they had the fucking gigantic Yoshitomo Nara
Yeah.
dog sculpture
Yeah,
hanging out
yeah.
there. The original Cause Smurf paintings that are probably worth like $7 million now.
Yeah.
you know,
man,
and
those were the
fucking
days.
gigantic Murakami fucking paintings over there. It was
was
fucking
great.
nuts.
crazy.
You know,
Yeah.
so and then they had like they were one of the first places that had like quote unquote Kobe beef burgers.
Wow,
You know,
did they?
yeah.
Wow.
And Lolita waitresses.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
fucking it was the maid cafe.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Great.
so you know,
Never see that.
Yeah, no.
That
No.
needs to be a thing.
But I didn't like their maid outfits
Why?
because they're brown and white, and they should have been black and white.
Oh, that was the American twist. No,
Not
All
a good twist. You know, I mean, if you went for like a Lolita kind of thing, like a pink and white, or like
That's too much.
no,
Or
it's
that
not too.
khaki. You know that khaki, that light beige thing. That
No,
was
no, fuck that.
That's
no,
weird.
I want to fucking like, and then they didn't ever like go. They didn't go 100% with the maid cafe.
what? They're not playing. They're not going to play little stupid table games with you. And
Yeah,
stuff?
they're not playing stupid table
No,
games.
they're
They're not
gonna do
fucking
that.
saying like "Hello, master," you know. Or,
Where do they do that?
that's
Japan.
In Japan.
In like oh,
in Japan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maid cafes.
Yeah, like they'll do like dance routines on stages and shit like that.
Your Japan experience is much different than mine.
No, I just watched too much fucking anime.
I went to there was a Little Sister cafe.
Oh God.
I went to that, and it was so bad, right? But basically, everyone there looks really young, and everything they have on the menu is super fucked up, like you know, like a dessert that has Cheerios and Fruit Loops in it, you know, just like a little kid
To make
would
it like a kid food.
Yeah,
food.
yeah, and
oh
but
my God,
you
you
know,
did that. That is amazing.
yeah, and it didn't last very long. That place was just like it was
Pedo
shitty.
vibe, man. Really?
Yeah.
It was pretty shitty.
Well, you know about the little sister fetish thing in Japan.
I don't know what that is actually, but I went to this place and I was like,
It's a
this is
fetish.
weird.
It is a like they fetishize these things. Like
Wow.
you know, like you know the little sister in love with you know the big brother kind of thing.
Oh, they didn't do that. I was assuming they were going to be
No.
like, if you were the big brother, they were going to be like, get the fuck out of my room, get out of here, what are you doing? Like I thought that was going to be more like that.
You're
And
an
it-
only child, right?
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't have a sister.
Why would anybody pay for that experience?
Well, yeah, I'm just paid for a coffee or a.
I think
know?
I think single family children like you know have
Oh,
these
okay.
like ideas of what it is. You know, like they also kind of like you know
So pathetic,
like I don't know. It's a very repressed culture
But
in some ways.
it didn't last. That place was gone quickly, I think.
Or it evolved into something bigger.
Oh, Butler cafes. There's Butler cafes.
You
Like
know,
Mr. Belvedere
Yeah,
comes
you
up
can
or
work there, Luke.
No.
You can be the
Oh,
butler.
no.
You can be the butler.
No, I don't think
Anyway,
I could.
okay.
I'm not svelte enough to be fucking the butler. You know,
The sloppy butler.
Mr. Belvedere wasn't spelled.
No, but like that's not the kind of butler we're talking about. We're talking about like warrior butlers.
Warrior butler.
There are
This is
such a
weird. I have
thing?
no idea.
Yeah, like you know, like
I've been watching too much anime, man.
oh,
Warrior butler?
That's my fucking like you know a window into a culture that I find very entertaining.
Oh my God.
Warrior butlers. Jesus. What do
sounds
they
awful.
think of next? That should be a toy.
Okay, so wait. A guy named Brian Sim. Do you know who that is? No. Patrick, just want to say that Monkey King was an important part of me when I was younger. You three are my earliest influences.
Oh, that's very nice.
Thanks,
Thank
Brian.
you.
Thank you.
We got Albert Reyes saying aloha.
Aloha.
Yeah. And there was here's another question for Patrick, I believe, from Jacob Scott. Great story about Patrick and Luke meeting. How did Luke and Jeffrey from
Flab
Flab
Slab.
Slab link up?
Oh.
That's not a question for me.
I guess not. I thought it was for you though.
Jeffrey just reached out, like you know I saw a lot of his productions, and you know they were all small run kind of like artsy.
What's Flab Slab? I don't even know what that is.
Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what is it? What do they do?
They do like
Sorry, I
pop
have no idea.
culture toy stuff,
Oh.
you know, and what happened was,
Wait, they're in L.A.
no, they're in Singapore.
Oh, okay.
And I
Or
was invited to go out to the first Singapore toy, comic, and gaming
Holy smokes!
convention. And while I was out there, I met like Pubber Toys, I think, and Mighty Jacks and Flab Slab. And I go to Jeffrey's office, and it is like just computers and girls working, designing, doing like he keeps an entire female staff, like a harem almost.
Wow.
You
Wow.
know,
In Singapore.
in
Wow.
Singapore. You know, I mean, like no, they're not a harem, but like you know, but if you wanted to think it was, you could easily construe that it is.
Wow.
And then
Okay.
he would have his office at the very end
kinda
of
like
the
Giant
thing,
Robot.
and it's just
me
like
alone.
But the thing is that like
Yeah.
there's these computers, but then there's this fucking designer toys everywhere.
Wow.
Everywhere. And then like I go back there a couple years later and it's even more fucking designer toy shit like everywhere.
Wow.
And like, you know, that guy collects like crazy. And I saw his productions and I thought they were cool, and it was obvious that he loved the shit out of Star Wars. And so like
Flab Slab.
you
Wait,
know.
are they the ones making the boba guy?
Yeah, the Boba Bus.
Oh, I didn't know it was called Flab Slab.
yeah.
It's a great piece.
Shit, I had
Yeah.
no idea.
Thank
Wow,
you. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, Jeffrey, like
Jeffrey, good job.
Good job, Jeff.
Mr.
Good
Coe,
job, Jeffrey.
you know,
Jeffrey
he's-
Coe?
Jeffrey Coe.
Awesome.
You know,
Eat some chicken rice for me.
he
That's my
is the
favorite thing.
angriest. You know.
Oh, he's angry?
From
Oh, he's a
shit.
he likes to like share like you know his the things that piss him off.
Wow.
On the
Oh.
Facebook.
Oh, wow.
You know. Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Wait,
always
what's his Facebook handle again? Or is it?
Jeffrey Coe.
Oh, I thought it was like, doesn't he have like
The fucker.
the fucker? That's it. Yeah.
So wait,
The fucker.
do you go to these things too? Like the Singapore Toy Show, the Singapore, what's the other one? The one you went to?
Shanghai Toy Show.
Shanghai.
I have
do you go
not
to
yet.
these? Or
I have
the
been-
Thailand ones even, and don't they have one in Korea?
I need
They
to.
have a Korean
you
one,
don't
a
go to
Thai
those?
one.
I haven't.
I figured you would be at all of them. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I like how,
should.
but that's cool, man. The mystery. You're just holding it down to America. America.
Well, you know the thing is that like
America.
America.
Yeah, we got it.
You know, my stuff does
Yeah.
like best in America. You know, that's
Right.
just the you know the
Mm-hmm.
way it goes. Like you know, we can sell some of the stuff you know in China, but
Mm-hmm.
like we'll sell it out here in the United States.
Right on.
Everybody wants to break into the Chinese market.
Yeah.
They do,
Yeah.
and
But what does that really mean?
you know, the Chinese market, from my end, some people I've heard from others that like you know it's kind of like an undisciplined and kind of a sloppy market. You know,
In China?
In China.
But it has a lot. They have a lot of money. It seems like.
Yeah, they have a lot of money.
Undisciplined meaning undisciplined, like spending a shit ton without any discipline. or-
Like they don't really take the time to understand what they're
Oh,
buying.
I've heard that. Even Yukinori Dehara told
Mm-hmm.
me. Yeah, he goes. They just buy doubles of everything, and they don't even know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
So it's like they don't follow an artist.
like
Yeah,
if
follow
they
someone's work.
hear something's hot, then they'll fucking go and
so
buy it.
Dehara started crushing it in China and stuff. That they're just buying stuff.
Yeah.
Sight unseen, even not even knowing what it is.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you have like you know the right you know people fucking
Yeah.
backing you, then
Well, that's crazy.
you know you're
Yeah.
good. And
But is there a hype machine too, just similar to like the fine art thing that we've talked about a few times already
course.
in toys too? It's happening as
dude,
well.
the hype machine is everywhere.
But even in designer toys.
Of course.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. I mean, like,
Well, who's the one that's inflating it then out there?
you know, actually, this is something that I've been thinking pretty hard about.
That's why I asked you. Actually, I didn't know this. I'm just asked because I'm curious.
So, I was thinking about Cause and his $14 million painting.
Oh, no. Let's talk about the toy thing. What
No,
are you
but
doing?
like
Oh,
this,
no.
but Cause ties in with the toy thing too.
Oh, okay.
with, you know, so because of his vinyl stuff.
But okay.
You know, and it was interesting because what I heard, there's a kind of a analogy or a synonym or I don't know, with the taxi medallions in New York. You know what a taxi medallion is, right?
No.
Okay, a taxi medallion is an emblem that you purchase that you can put on your automobile, which legally allows you to pick up paying customers to drive around
see.
New York.
Gotcha.
And in the very beginning, the medallions were selling for $10 a piece. And then, you know, as time went on, the price went up and up and up because, you know, people were making a living off of these things.
Right.
You know, well, like from how I understand it, like toward the latter half of the 20th century, they were auctioning off these medallions in New York.
So they're not annual, this medallion.
They're annual.
So you have to buy it annually?
And you have to, when you buy it, you have it. Your car, you could buy it. There's two ways you do it. You could do it for people who own their own cars, and use them as taxis, or you could also buy them if you have a company with a fleet of taxis.
Right.
Now, the medallions would, like what people were doing, where people would go to these auctions and they would buy up a ton of them one year.
Wow.
You know, and then they'll come back the next year, and as the auction would go, they would like bid super high. So like you come in like the year before, you buy everything for $10,000. You come in the next year, you fucking price everything, you start bidding at $20,000. Now that investment that you had of $10,000 medallions has doubled in value. And then you come back again and you double it again and you double it again until in New York a medallion was worth $1 million.
Wow.
Damn.
You know,
Just to drive a fucking taxi.
just to drive a fucking taxi.
That's stupid.
You know, what's his name?
How much money can you make driving?
And that's what I'm saying.
taxi,
You lose
man?
money if you buy a medallion. Right?
Fucking Trump's lawyer, Cohen.
Right.
He owned 20 medallions.
Wow.
You
But
know,
he doesn't drive a taxi.
Right.
He just flips it.
Right.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
So
for $1 million each, maybe.
they were flipping. At the peak they were selling for like 1.2
That's
or
weird
something
though.
million dollars.
So
a piece.
some dude is going to buy one of those for 1.2 million, and then
He's going to
and-
buy it for lower, and then he'll buy it again at a higher rate, and it'll bring the value of all of his up.
Right.
You know.
I get it. But I mean, I'm saying is how can anyone afford a medallion to actually really drive somebody around?
Well, you know, I mean,
That's weird.
people have money.
Yeah, but that doesn't make
But
any
not
sense.
a taxi driver.
But this is how I see it is happening with the art market. It's the same kind of thing, you know, like
So are they doing that to Dehara's toys, you think? They're actually buying it to like kind of flip it one day and all that stuff? Or are they,
and
I feel like they're not though. Are they? That just
If
seems
you're
like-
buying fucking doubles, you're definitely fucking doing that.
But it's just a toy,
You know, but
dude.
then
And
it's the same thing with art as well, right? You know, if art goes onto auction and you own fucking 20 cause paintings that you bought at $3,000 to
understand that.
$10,000
Sure,
a piece,
I understand
and you
that.
fucking you see a painting go up and you fucking bid it up to fucking millions of dollars.
Sure, no, I understand
Your
that.
fucking $1 million investment in fucking 20 cause paintings is now worth fucking $20 to $30 million a piece.
Right. No, I understand
There-
that
you
part,
know,
but
so-
I just have a hard time understanding a vinyl toy, since the
Well,
vinyl toy
vinyl-
is
vinyl toys
not
is,
going to last forever. It's not going to last even
Yeah, well,
it
people
might not
don't
last 10
fucking
years.
people don't even fucking realize that. Like, it's the same kind of thing. Like, you know, shit. I remember back in the day, like when Monkey King and released Possessed. I remember we were sitting there doing the signing and fucking like we opened up eBay and fucking people are fucking flipping Possessed for fucking the toy that we're selling right now. That we still would have enough stock to keep on selling after fucking the entire line is gone.
It was already up there for like 3 times its price.
Right.
So what do you do in that case? Nothing.
Why? I mean, it's not our. It's not up to us to approach the gray market. That's not.
Oh, that or you could just put one on eBay for the right price and then just keep selling it on eBay at the right price until you run out. That way you stabilize your own market.
No, but
We're fine with-
yeah, but
yeah.
And you're fine with it?
Like
Okay.
Selling
people,
it, yeah.
people are taking chances with
Sure.
that.
I know, but
and respect the chance.
Okay, because I was
You
going
know.
to say you could always, if there's like 20 people putting on eBay, you could burn them by putting it at the right price.
Well, but the thing is
Yeah.
that like people will see this shit on eBay for this amount of for this
Sure.
price, and they come into the store and they see it at a normal retail price.
Yeah.
Now they have to fucking get it because
I usually just let the free market do its thing like you do, but
I
I'm
got
just
love
like,
for flippers.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it
I
kept the
understand.
scene going.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right? Like, that's the thing. Like so many artists get fucking bent out of shape over flippers, and it's kind of like, why? These people are cheerleaders for you,
Yeah,
man.
right.
Absolutely.
They're
100%.
fucking. They want you to do well. They want to see their investment go up in value.
Yeah.
So fucking like
That's rad. And it's also like it's their right. I mean, if you buy something, you have the right to sell it at whatever price you want.
Right.
Technically, right?
Absolutely.
Or you could sell it for a lot less, like at a yard sale. You have the right to sell it though.
Right.
Some people are like, no, you can't resell my shit, and it's like, no, you bought it. You have the right to sell
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
Fucking. It's.
I mean, I used to get bent out of shape. Like, oh my God, they're making $300, and but really, it's not our place to make that. It's we
The word-
designed it, we sell it.
Well, the worst is like, when you're sitting there and like, the guy comes up to you, someone comes up to you and they're like, "Oh my God, I fucking love your art. I'm going to fucking hang your fucking painting in my baby's room and blah, 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 this and that." And, like, "Oh my God,
I got you
you're
on
so
this
good.
one.
Let me fucking give you a fucking hug. You're so great. Oh my God, let me take some pictures with you. Selfie, click." And then, then you hear like fucking your shit's being flipped. And I'm just like, great.
That's why you got to put to John. You know what I mean? Like,
No, you know what the worst is? Okay, you might remember this, Eric.
Okay, let's hope so.
Okay, it was at an LA art book event,
Right.
And I was signing in your booth, and 3 people showed up with canvases.
oh, see, that's wrong.
And I fucking wrote on those fucking canvases in big ass words, fan service. And I fucking and I drew a fucking bear on. And then the next one I wrote more fan service, and then I wrote even more fan service on the last one. And those fucking things were being flipped on fucking eBay.
Wow. That's crazy.
But
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about that?
Yeah,
great,
whoever's
right?
going to fucking buy, I would hope that, fucking people who's read the words fan service recognize that, I did this for free.
True.
That's crazy. Wow.
like-
I didn't know they went for sale. That's
Yeah, it was like a couple years ago they went up for sale.
you think it was one person who had all 3, or is it 3 different people?
I think it was one person with all 3.
Oh, and they set up people in line to make multiple.
Maybe.
Oh
Maybe,
man.
but
people think they're clever,
Yeah, that's
man.
wrong.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
you get nothing then.
Sorry.
don't bring canvases to a signing event.
Or watercolor sets. I've had someone do that.
You
For David Cho signing here one time, somebody brought a watercolor set.
Oh my
And then
God.
it was a really cheap one. And he just looked at the person and goes, this is a piece of shit watercolor set. That's what he said to the person. But I thought that was
But
funny.
did he
That's
use
brilliant.
it?
I don't remember. I don't think he did, but I don't remember. I just remember he just said, this is a piece of shit.
Wow.
He might have done something. Who knows? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
David seems like the kind of guy that
Just
just
made-
doesn't give a fuck.
But he
I
just made
painted
fun
a
of
penis.
made fun of somebody's stuff. That's all. That was funnier. It was like, he just dissed his art supplies. It's a downer. It's like,
Aw.
yeah.
I remember the first time I met David Cho was during the last book signing, and I think he was laid out on a table. And
His back was really fucked up that day. So
Yeah, it just seems so because I didn't know he had back.
Yeah.
If he had brought.
Oh, 'cause
he
you
was
walk
getting
in
a
and he's-
fucking
yeah,
I
he's
walked
getting
in.
a
There's a
massage.
big old line. This guy, his entourage was fucking surrounding him, and some guy was working his
He's
bag.
getting his massage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was doing signings.
yeah.
Wow.
And then one of the persons in line happened
You
to
should
be
have that, Luke.
Well, yeah, one person in line was a massage person, like a massage therapist.
Uh-huh.
Actually was a professional. Because at first he was just having somebody do it, and then a guy was like, "No, I really do this." So he was actually doing it, for Dave. And then he did the sciatica right in his butt. And Dave's like, "I don't know about this. No, something." And then Dave was like, "Whoa!" And he was like, "Oh, that was good," type of thing. He just pushed the nerve right in his butt, right?
Wow.
Yeah, and Dave was like, "Whoa!"
I
happy.
missed that.
It's
I
like,
missed that.
yay!
Must have been great.
Yeah.
So
So wait, how many people hit you up on projects? Hi, Patrick, I'm a big fan. Here's what I do, and can you make this into a toy? Or how do they do that? How do they approach you for that stuff?
Wow, that's a good question. And we get hit up all the time.
Sure.
But I mean, it depends on what they want. If they want to self-produce.
I've got my design, man, and want you to make my toy. That's just the dream, right?
What does want you to make my toy mean? If you're willing to, self-finance the toy, we'll be glad to help you design it. And
Right.
Put our,
No, they don't want to pay for it.
they don't want to pay for it.
No,
Then
no.
I mean, a lot of factors. Have you shown? Do you have a following? The market's different. Back then we made toys with. I mean, every toy that we've made.
You made
was
toys with
a-
losers and
Yeah, losers like Luke. No, I mean, we were very choosy. Every
Yeah.
toy we made was with an artist who has
Sure.
a following
Yeah.
and fans. So, yeah, that's one of the big criteria.
What if they don't have it?
If they don't,
What
then,
should they do? Let's say you don't want to make their toy because they're unknown, but what's their next course of action?
I mean, if the design is great, then yeah, we can still talk.
Oh, okay.
You know, I mean, I'm not close to that at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah. But
How
it's
did
just
you-
a lot riskier, and especially now.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it has to be brilliant if
Yeah.
we're going to take that leap.
It's tough to sell toys, in my opinion.
Mhm.
At least for us, it's not that easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have a bunch of stuff from a long time ago sitting
Sure.
in your display shelves.
Sure.
Right.
There's some stuff that's I take away. Some of it that if I like it, I'll still leave it in there. I'm like, I'll just leave it here because I like it. But
Right.
there's some things that I'm just like, this is not going to sell, and I'll just put in a box.
And what do you do with it? You
I'll
know,
give it
I
to
don't want to
kids.
put it.
Give it to
yeah,
kids.
give it to kids.
Seriously,
Right.
yeah. Give it away. Give it to kids.
Mm.
Stuff like that. I think I've done it. When I put it in my car, and I was like seeing kids on the side. I was like, hey man, toys. I'm not a pervert. Here, toys. You know, and just seriously, just give them away.
I
I've done
do
that.
wish there was a more green way to do all this.
Yeah.
You know, like all that dead product, and we get like dead product that's badly painted. You know.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
can't be sold, and
Actually,
we don't want that to be in a landfill.
I've got
you know?
people reach out all the time, like about like certain toys that I've done, and if you have dead product or bad product, I'm
yeah,
sure.
if people want to customize stuff, please hit me up.
Yeah,
Wow.
because
It'd be great to see someone do something with.
Yeah,
Like
the
we
people-
have a
I-
lot of bitches.
yeah, because of the feet.
Yeah,
issue.
I mean, it was
But
some paint issues that we had to say, look, this is unacceptable.
Hmm.
So what do you do with that? Be
So
great
what
to-
happens in that case? Do you get money back from your factory, or do they just say
They have to rerun it, or else.
and they actually do it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
cool.
mean, they have to. I mean,
If they
what are
wanna
we going to
keep-
do with stuff we don't sell?
But then they are they doing that so they can keep doing business with you, or are they sort of like, there's some I've done stuff in China where they're just like it comes out wrong and they're just like sayonara,
Right.
And then
But-
you email them and all of a sudden they won't write you back and they start ghosting you and it's like,
yeah.
and they're just like, well, there's 5 million other factories, so go ahead, bye, like they don't
We've
care.
been lucky.
That's
we,
good,
we work
man.
with great.
Yeah,
Great
no,
people,
that's
so,
great.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, people want to customize some bitches or some corbitos.
All right. Well, I think people are interested in off-painted possessed.
Ah, really?
Yeah, I've gotten a couple of people
Possessed.
reaching out for possessed, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say, dude.
I don't know if there's a lot of off possessed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that toy's fucking perfect.
A couple of them were scary though.
Yeah. We
Caught a couple.
Yeah, we caught a couple of like whoa, and there's a handful of them that
It's kind of toxic.
So
Yeah.
when a kid wants to make a toy, you're not going
Yes.
to, let's say you're not doing it for them. Can they go to Alibaba.com and find a producer and just go at it like that? Or is that a bad way to go? Like, what is the way for them to even just get started?
Just make it on your own. Make it in resin.
Just
Start off. I mean,
cast,
vinyl is
cast
like
it at home type of thing?
yeah, because vinyl there's minimums. I mean, you can't just make like 5 or 10. These molds are expensive, so it's quite a commitment for any company to get behind a toy. So, but resin though, I mean, you have the tools to do it on your own. You can design it in 3D, print it out,
Or just hand sculpted
cast
in
it.
something?
Yeah, hand sculpt it, cast it, put it out there yourself, and that's a great way to do it. A lot
So
of people do it.
uninteresting, because that's the exact answer I give to people. I thought you were going to have a better answer. I was like, I've told people that exact thing.
What
I'm
else
like,
can
damn
you
it.
do?
I don't know, Matt. I was hoping you had the magic answer for people.
You can't wait for someone to
Yeah.
produce it for you. I mean,
Yeah, it could be never.
it could be never.
But it could be 10 years. I mean, are you willing to wait even 10 years? No, right?
Right.
Nobody wants to wait that long, so.
But if you have a great idea and you start building a context around it, like even a great Instagram, little stories or zines, animations, whatever, a little book. Start building a world, and then you'll create a following, and then
Yeah.
people could either.
That's the most attractive way,
That's the-
right? To
that's
show that
very
you
attractive.
care yourself and you're hustling.
and work within the means that you have.
right.
Yeah.
Make T-shirts,
Yeah.
sell prints, and then make.
Because you're
yourself-
basically marketing it in totally different ways. So
And then come. I mean,
I agree.
we want to see a context. Like it's not just a toy,
Right.
right? But we would be investing in a whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
this could also be a show,
Mm-hmm.
or this can be, a little interactive,
Right.
something, it's a web thing. Who knows, right? But
That's cool.
you have to make that, right?
So what's your biggest flop? Was there a flop? Like something that you're just like, dude, this didn't work?
It all worked. I mean, we sold out of don't think I would never label anything a flop.
Right, where you just
Maybe something that didn't do as well as we had hoped, like didn't sell out, but
nothing where it's like, oh, I made 200 and I still have 200.
I would never name
Nothing.
that.
Oh, is there stuff?
Maybe
It's
one or
happened?
two.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So it's happened.
So it's happened.
Oh, those are flops.
All right, those are flops.
Oh, okay. Well,
Flops
that's nice. That's
happen.
nice. That's nice of you to not say.
Yeah,
I'm
I
now
mean-
curious. Wait, where's the paper? No.
That
was the thing.
You check my website and see what's still in stock.
Oh, dude. That was the thing we did in the past. We would just write things on paper. So we go, oh, you can't see it at home, but we're looking at it. I know now. Anyway, nah. Yeah.
It's my way of quietly talking like shit about someone, but like
What?
not talking shit about like
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
like not outing people because you don't want to fucking like be that jackass.
Or you do. I don't know.
Well, you
Or
know,
you do.
You never work with anybody
you know,
again.
Yeah,
That's true.
You know, what can you do? So, are we going to? Is this going to be ready for San Diego?
Yes. Ghost Bear is on its way.
Yes,
So
it's on
he's-
the boat.
He's prepping his little RV. Follow Ghost Bear on our Instagram
Ghost Bear.
adventures. He's gonna be a little guy.
And we're
so
gonna try and like do a little photo journal-y kind of thing with
Yeah.
him. You know, have fun.
follow
with
his
him.
adventures.
So there's a lot of people out there who want to make sofubi or be involved in that. Should they just go and make it in China and not worry about this whole like, it's a 1 year backup in Japan? You know, like there's our 6 months backup and it's some old man and he doesn't want to take new jobs. I mean, I think there's a lot of like mythology. I don't know what's real, and I'm wondering if those people or is it better just to go to China and try to get sofubi made? Because you hear that story. Have you heard that?
I've seen videos of how Sofubi is cast in Japan.
Sure.
Right?
I mean, I don't know if there's 100 of those factories or there are 5. You know?
Yeah, I don't know either.
See, I have no idea.
I mean, like, I think, you know, I mean, like, if we did this in Japan, it would not be
Hell of a-
ready for fucking, you know, San Diego. And then, yeah, it would, like, fucking, like, the price tag that we would have it at would be, like, 2 to 3 times what we're selling it at.
Right.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And, like, you know, you have to consider, like,
But is this done like in a big factory with like machines and all this shit instead of, or is it just like one sweaty man?
it's probably a bunch of
bunch of
sweaty,
kids.
sweaty kids in a fucking factory
We
in
didn't say
China. You know?
I wasn't sure if this was like hand done. You know, like how they hand pull.
It's all
by
hand
them?
done.
It
There's
still is?
no big ass
There isn't?
robots there
Okay.
pulling shit out. Yeah, it's still, you know.
Yeah, you've been
Hot.
you've been to the factories
Yeah.
before.
I mean, conditions are
In China?
less than ideal.
In China?
Yeah, they don't have.
Are you
ocean.
going to Dongguan? Is that the
Yeah,
place?
right.
You've been there?
I've been there.
Wow. Okay.
It's kind of. Oh, they have these big ass dormitories,
Uh-huh.
you know, which are like the conditions are like, oh Jesus Christ, you know,
Right.
because everybody like comes from the north to come down and stay there and work and like get their 3 weeks when Chinese New Year hits, and everybody migrates back up and goes home, and you know, so the conditions they stay in the factories, you know, hopefully it's changed.
Right.
I know that I'm paying more. So
Right.
I know the average wage of a Chinese worker has gone up significantly
Mm-hmm.
in the past, you know, 10 years, 5
Sure.
years even, you know. So, you know,
Go China.
go China.
But then I know that
But
that's a factory. But I mean, no, imagine that there's like people in the countryside further, and they're not making any money. So, I mean, I don't know, like the conditions might not be good there, but there's conditions worse that's not in a factory, I think, in China.
right.
Like you got people basically like, you know, the poorest are just super poor, man. They'd want that job in the factory badly if they could have it.
Yeah.
You know? I think that's a fact.
Well,
But
Yeah.
nonetheless, no. Rad toy.
Everybody's wised
Rad
up
toy.
and they're like, you know, then people just all this capitalism, we got to find the next country to exploit, you know. That's how this fucking
No,
world
for
works.
sure.
Right?
So it's not, I mean,
China's, you know,
China's found out, man.
China found out. We're like not the sick man of Asia anymore.
No, I
right?
think there's other countries now. That's same with all the tennis shoes or sneakers.
No.
They don't say made in China or Taiwan. Made in Taiwan was first, right?
Right.
And it became made in China. Now it's like fucking Bangladesh or something like that. I'm like, whoa, it's or Vietnam.
Yeah,
I see a lot of
Vietnam.
made in Vietnam. Yeah, they're not going to say made in China. It's too expensive.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
wild.
then, I mean, like, I was wondering if the tariffs had any play on the pricing for this guy.
Not yet.
Not yet. I hope
Well,
not.
That's supposed to be. They were saying what 20% maybe.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and the one from Mexico just they canceled it. night that stock market went up. It was just a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was canceled, and the stock market went just like, pew. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Does anybody know if these tariffs affect
I don't know.
plastics?
They probably will. I
Designer
think it's all
toys?
about plastic. So
right?
I mean, like, it's all about metal, right? Metal and
Not plastic?
I think it was,
Components and shit, right?
yeah, components and crops.
Oh, okay.
I think, you know,
Soybeans.
Oh, so maybe designer toys are everything but designer toys.
Yes.
We're good. Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
The designer toy lobby is strong in Washington. We paid up on our Trump hotel bill. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's good to know. That's good to know. I wasn't. I was wondering how, like, whether or not we would be affected by all that. So, interesting.
It's cute, huh?
Yeah, I love this
very
little guy. You know, we should do like swirly ones and like all
That's the
kinds
beauty of soft vinyl.
Right.
You know, you do all kinds of marbly effects and
Do
those
they-
sparkles.
Do they do? Will they do marbly effects in China?
You do sparkles.
Sparkles.
Awesome.
Everyone likes
Yeah.
sparkles.
Have you gotten into? I mean, you did the hungs, but you don't. Have you done a lot of blind boxes? I'm trying to think of that.
We did.
You did. You did a while ago.
The Omis.
Yeah.
That was my first designer toy. You know, so I think that was the only toy that. Well, besides like the Messenger, I originated and Kano was the designer on it, and we worked back and forth on it. But really, the Omi was like something that I can call my baby. So that was fun.
Was the idea try to It seemed like at that time everyone was trying to make a platform toy. Was that kind of what that was?
Everyone wanted to make a platform toy.
Yeah.
So my idea for it was like, okay, we're all running out of space, so let's hang the shit. So I based it off like a mask, like a Chinese opera mask or a Japanese no mask. But you could like put the two masks together and make a weeble wobble. And so I developed this like hanging system where you can put 9 of them on like a piece of clear acrylic and shit. And I don't know. It was ahead of its time.
I was gonna say, you're like, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's not a good-
My
that's not a good
my
result.
marketing machine was just less than ideal.
But then was that worth
Wood
doing?
Bear still sells a lot of
Okay,
them,
would you
apparently, yeah.
would you go back to making another different
Blind
box
box?
set?
No.
Yeah, no way.
No.
Why not?
I think that's done.
No more blind
No,
boxes.
I mean, no more platform toys. I
see.
think.
Not for a while.
Yeah, blind boxes. Yeah, I think I would still do that. Licensed properties, blind boxes still do well in that. But in terms of like the next Dunny and stuff, and
No. What about a Luke Chu blind box set
I
with,
won't.
with 9 different sculpts? I'm just kidding. It's
we've
kind of
been-
expensive.
We've been talking about.
Yeah.
it
We talked.
before.
We discussed some ideas, but like,
Who wants to see a Luke Chu minifigure set?
I do personally.
Let's
but
see some comments.
I like it.
yeah. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
it's
What would you
silence.
want to see?
I mean, we have to wait 10 more seconds.
Yeah, it's
before
true.
we
No,
get,
but I
like,
was
a
thinking that
response.
would have been awesome. But I wasn't sure if that is just a tough market to be in, because you probably have to make 10,000 pieces and be drowning in it.
I think some of the ideas we talked about would be amazing in a blind
Right.
box.
Well, I mean, like, I'm a huge like fan of like Japanese gashapon. Like just the little capsule toy stuff.
Yeah.
And especially in Japan, like they've produced some amazing like really clever stuff.
lately, really good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what? Like what's a good?
Like
gosh?
you've seen like those like Statue of Liberties like doing really ridiculous
Oh,
poses.
those are good, yeah.
or like they'll take like Japanese characters from like say Hakusai illustrations and like make them do like b-boy looking poses and stuff like that.
It's on that whole set where they're sitting on a cup. It's like everything. It's like a little tiny
Right.
figure that's meant to sit on the edge of a cup.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
I don't know why. It's just so weird. But
I think it's Fujiko is the name of the. And they like cost anywhere from 100 to 500
At
yen.
least 5 or 6 designs in each
yeah,
series.
a whole
Right.
bunch.
And they're all original
They're all
sculpts.
injection. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
So I mean, like, kind of approaching it from that kind of angle might work, or like a fancy, like when they next level it in Japan, it's called a candy toy. Like they'll have a box at supermarkets
Yeah.
and it has like a piece of gum inside it.
One piece, tiny gum.
That's
Yeah.
stale.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The gum is all ramen flavored, and I usually eat it.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I think that like there's a lot of possibilities, but even like I am hopeful for the market, you know, like something tells me things are moving up, but like,
Do you think so?
Wait, what's telling you that, man?
I don't know, just the general interest and stuff, like, you know, I mean, you know, one kind of like divisive point in this kind of scene is the Funko Pop. You know, and a lot of people don't, especially like art toy, designer toy purists, do not like Funko Pop. You know, they see it as this kind of designer toyish kind of sculpture, but there's no designer artsy aspect to it. It's all pop culture. But I think, you know, for a couple of years now, it was in my mind that like these toys are going to be the, you know, segue for at least a certain percentage of that collector base to move into, you know, art toys. And especially because of the fact that, like, you know, the first step is, you know, people get like, you know, their favorite Marvel fucking Funko Pops. You know, and they're stuck in these fixed positions, right? You know, then people will start customizing them in order to recreate like scenes from movies or stuff like that.
Are they doing that?
Yeah, they are. You know, and they're like,
Yeah.
you know, taking like, you know, like say Iron Man's like Mark I suit, you know, which is that one tin canny one from the movie, and
the first one.
right.
yeah, the first one, and then
That's
like,
the
you
best
know,
one.
blemishing it up and making it all look
on
fucking,
a Funko Pop.
on a
People
Funko
take
Pop.
that effort
I
on a Funko Pop.
I'm under the impression that they do, you know, and
Way too much time on your hands.
well, you know, you say the same thing about fucking Dunnies, you know,
True.
and yeah, they're, you know, and they're evolving it, and then maybe they're creating their own designs or personalizing them, and that's literally like one or two steps away from what was going on with Dunnies and such.
Right.
You know, so like, you know, then they start like discovering like all these different artists that were involved in this kind of designer toy movement, you know, from back in the day or who are active now. And then, you know, like there are plenty of people who follow me on my like Instagram and stuff like that who have the word Funko in their screen names.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
So they do crossover.
yeah, I know, yeah, they do. It's not a huge like crossover, but like, you know, it's just the beginning of one, you know, and so, you know, I definitely got my faith in that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been looking at it. It's okay. It's still going.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I think that, like, you know, it might come back again maybe in the next couple of years, but like it'll be different though. You
But
know,
it's because it's like still piping hot in certain parts of Asia, right?
right.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like there's some amazing stuff coming out of Asia.
Sure.
Amazing stuff. So I think that, like, you know, a lot of collectors are buying directly from Asia right now because they have, maybe they started off with, you know, discovering kawaii culture and Funko, and then kind of suddenly discovering all this new stuff, this stuff from other cultures and other countries, and going, holy shit, that's even like cuter. You know, I gotta fucking have this shit in my fucking life.
Because it's cute.
Yeah.
Is that the criteria for like that market?
That's why I believe we got something potentially good here.
Awesome.
You know, we'll see. I could be wrong. You know, I've never said that I am a good, like, you know, barometer for the, you know, the market. You know, if I knew what was good, then fucking I would, like, you know.
I don't think there's one thing though, like, that defines a market. I mean, look how diverse, like, between Bill's stuff and, you know, Amy's and yours. Like, you know, every style is so different. You get super cute to like a more kind of fine art vibe to a very, you know,
Urban.
pop culture, urban
Yeah.
streetwear mashup thing. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's room for all kinds of diversity in the designer toy game, and
For sure.
hopefully Asia can kind of embrace that. You know, that they can, you know, see the value in something that's more pop surrealist and something that's more kawaii.
Right. Well,
You gotta say it like that, right?
Oh no.
Goes to bed. Kawaii desu. Or some
And
shit.
then something like pop culture that reference, something in pop culture. So
I don't know. I mean, the Chinese market, I anticipated being out there this year with VTSS, a Taiwanese company that I've been working with, and they kind of pulled out of the STS, Beijing Toy Show and Shanghai Toy Show, because they just felt like it wasn't organized in a way that was good for them. So I don't know.
So curious, how many there's artists, we know a lot of artists from Japan doing a lot of toys. How many are actually from China, like mainland China? Are there a bunch of artists that they're actually creating a culture around their own works and making a lot of toys in China? Because I don't see them
mainland
here.
China.
Yeah, because I don't see those toys here. So I'm wondering.
Don't know.
I mean, you're working with people there, but is it are they working with their own locals and making a ton of shit and then sending it out? And
The Molly by who created the Molly?
I see a lot of stuff, artists that I don't recognize on
But the Molly's like a huge toy out there. And
Cool.
But it's done by a Hong Kong designer.
oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're talking China.
Yeah, I'm talking mainland.
Yeah, I mean, I've met some mainland artists out there.
There's artists out there, tons of artists.
They're really good.
Yeah.
But
I'm just wondering if they're making toys and getting it out there.
But it's not as. I think it's pretty incestuous over there. I mean, it all just kind of revolves in their own little kind of market of such.
I would love to work with more mainland Chinese artists. There's some amazing,
No, there's rad dudes out there.
Yeah.
but not just on the cute kawaii tip,
No,
fine artists
art.
and and kind of controversial shit too. I would love to do some more political shit.
I still want to do a fucking Emperor fucking Winnie the Pooh. That is just one of those things that I want to do.
No factory's gonna touch that. but-
No fucking China will fucking block my fucking visa. They will.
Wow.
In case you guys don't know, there was an image of Barack Obama and Xi Jinping, the president of China, walking together, and people would take this photograph and they would compare it to a scene of Walt Disney's Winnie the Pooh of Tigger as Obama and Pooh as Xi Jinping walking together. And then it became this weird kind of idiom and meme in China that Xi Jinping is like Winnie the Pooh. And as a result, Winnie the Pooh was blocked on the internet.
They banned the word Pooh.
They banned the words on social media, and so
I think they banned honey as a word. You can't search for shit like.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
that is that's the reason why I find it so amusing. But imagining a Winnie the Pooh in the full gold yellow fucking robes and the crazy fucking headdress.
Patrick, make it. See what happens.
Sure. Let's do it.
And you, Luke,
I'm all for controversy. That'd be great.
Yeah. Oh my god, it could be so fucking good. Oh man, the image I have in my head is so good, so fucking good. And
You don't rave like that about things that often.
yeah,
Very passionate about it.
yeah. But I just know I'd be fucking myself. And,
Oh yeah, big time.
and
There's a lot of shit going on out there right now.
Oh yeah,
Yellow
It's-
umbrellas are in full force again, right? Protesting the whole
that's right.
extradition.
Yeah.
Fucking, if you get extradited to China, that's
You're fucked.
You're
Yeah.
done.
But it doesn't really fucking matter because people are fucking being secretly,
Yeah.
ferried away.
Yeah.
They're-
now it makes it okay.
right. And there's bookstore owners in China in Hong Kong that were that sold kind of controversial material,
Yeah.
and they would suddenly disappear,
Oh,
Right.
and they would be reappear in fucking the middle of fucking China. And then you think about did you see that article on fucking CNN a couple weeks ago about the internment camps that they created for the Uyghurs,
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just so sad, man.
You know, so and they're huge.
Yep.
They're like the sizes of cities. You know, and that's
And the anniversary of Tiananmen.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I want to make a Tank Man toy.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. You know, but like
Yeah.
you know,
The
like
Tank Man toy. I like that.
I remember back then when that shit happened.
I remember too.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. You know, but the Tank Man was like they tried creating like a statue of like democracy and stuff like that.
Oh,
and, like,
right. The goddess of
the
democracy.
Exactly. That's what it's
Paper
called.
mache.
The
You
goddess
know.
of democracy.
Yeah.
And
But-
it had two hands, right? Holding those two hands holding a torch or something.
Yeah.
I remember it wasn't one; it was two. I don't know.
But
I remember that.
Tank Man fucking beat them all.
No, Tank
Man
Man's
was-
he's the most famous Asian person on the planet,
Yeah.
but nobody knows who it is.
Nobody knows it is.
God
He's
bless
probably rotting somewhere in a fucking prison.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
Or dead.
or dead.
Or
Yeah,
dead.
yeah.
Hope not.
Gosh.
Here's
We're
to
thinking
you,
about-
Tank Man. We're thinking of you, Tank Man.
They were thinking
I
of you,
know.
Tank Man.
I know, Tank Man.
Yep.
Tank Man forever. It's a movie.
Tank Man for
Yeah.
life.
Tank Man for life.
Tank Man for life. Peace.
Awesome. Cool, man.
Randall
All
Park
right.
should rap.
Yeah. Randall Park should make a Tank Man
Yes.
rap. Oh, man.
Come on, Randall, make a Tank.
Do
Man.
it.
Yep.
Even though
You
you're
kn-
Korean, it's okay.
I just saw that video. What's that? There's this that show on like TBS or something like that where it's like they have comedians doing like rap battles, dissing rap battles, and it was Randall Park versus Vanderbeek.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like Randall Park just blew him out the
Nice.
fucking water because his like structure the to his rap was
Good.
a little bit more like modern,
Yeah.
you know, and Vanderbeek's was kind of like classic, you know.
Right.
Back in the '90s, I was a cameraman on Eric Koinagi's web series, The Y Factor. It was an Asian American variety show.
Oh wow. I
And-
never seen it.
It was ahead of its time.
Okay.
But we shot Randall at UCLA when he
A
was
student?
part of that rap
The-
group. What was it? It was I forget the name.
Oh, I don't know.
It
He
was
was
like
part
a
of
boy band.
He was part of
almost
a theater group there, right? That's what I knew.
No, he was a rapper.
Wow. Okay.
Like they performed
Wow.
like straight out of fucking like Always Be My Baby. I think
Oh,
that was.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
Cool.
Asian American rap.
What happened to
looking-
that? What is
I'm
that show? The Y Factor. What? How many episodes was that?
I think like 5.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I loved it.
Was it called Ill Again?
Yes, Ill Again.
There you go.
That's the name of his rap group.
Yeah.
Ill again. Ill again.
Ill Again.
Wow.
I shot Hot Import Nights for one episode. It forever changed me.
You did that. Hot
Yes.
Import Nights.
You guys
Oh.
ever been to Hot Import
No,
Nights?
I've never.
What is Hot Import Nights?
It's a car thing.
Car thing with like
Girls.
yes,
I
Of
assume.
course.
like
Yeah.
it's just fantastic.
Wow.
Like, is it an Asian thing or
Yes,
is
it was like
Import cars.
import
Right?
cars and like import
Ah,
car
it's just-
girls.
yeah.
And like,
Ah.
yeah.
Do they still do that shit?
It's
Import
still-
cars.
Yeah.
Well, do they still have the event?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't
Really?
know.
Oh, I have no idea.
I drive one. I have the car of a 20-year-old Asian guy. I bought like a Lancer Evo X, a Mitsubishi, a car that I always dreamed of.
Wow. I don't even know what that is.
It's the car that you win in Midnight Club on the PS4.
Oh, okay.
So I turned 40s and
You know, it's
45.
It's
and I
amazing how
bought that
fucking
car.
midlife crises, manifest.
sad.
You know, like mine manifested as fucking Gundams.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cool.
You know.
your apartment
Wait, is that
kind
is
of
that-
ridiculous.
is that a crisis?
It is.
I
Or
think-
is it,
oh, it's a
or is it
crisis.
just a phase like
It's a
that
crisis.
you're working
It's
on?
a crisis. Like
projects.
I thought, staring at the mess that is my apartment, which is a lot worse than the last time either of you guys have seen it.
That's scary.
Fucking.
There's a
like-
lot in there.
Oh, there's even more now.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot to unpack.
Like fucking the way I kind of rationalize it is like, reflecting on my youth as like a 12, 13, 14-year-old in San Francisco, walking around, like visiting San Francisco, visiting Los Angeles, going to like Chinatowns and Japantowns and stuff like that, and into the toy stores and the bookstores and seeing those old kits and really, really, really wanting them, but just didn't have the money to fucking get them.
All right.
You know.
Now you do.
Now I do.
Yeah, and now you have all of them.
Now I literally have all of them.
Wow.
I literally have all of them, and I don't have the time to build all of them.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't know what to do with all of them. I have like a wall against my garage, 2 boxes deep.
It's a problem.
It is a problem.
Awesome.
It's better than heroin.
Yeah, it's much better than
true.
heroin and cocaine. So,
So stick with the Gundams.
Yeah, stick with the Gundams. Lesson learned. Shoot, any last words, Patrick? We're at the 2 hour.
how can
We're at
people
the-
contact
seriously?
you if they want to proposition you with their
They want a
design?
proposition.
Like, do you have a Monkey King address that your staff can?
Yeah, give it Liz at Monkey King. Sorry, Liz. Yeah, you can reach out to sales at monkeyking.com will give us to everybody looks at that. So, or you can reach up Instagram Monkey King Toys. That's always a great way too. So
Cool.
Yeah.
And also, what if they want to enroll in a school or whatever?
and
Take a class.
smartartlab.com, and please visit us there and learn about. Put your kid in animation.
I want to take those classes because I want to learn them.
And Luke. And we'll have special speakers and guests, and Luke will be hopefully one of them. Teach a little class.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, just as long as it's not during San Diego Comic-Con, or while I'm out of town or anything like that, then.
So we'll be bringing in guest speakers and stuff like that.
You should bring Mr. Eric Nakamura.
Yes.
Scare away the little kids. No.
I thought this was the Little Sister Cafe.
Cool. Thanks for coming
Thanks
down
for
and
having me.
thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Excited.
Appreciate it.
This is great.
All right.
See you guys in San Diego. Oh, see you guys in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Oh.